Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. It is a Thursday night. We've got a special show. It is all about jewelry, and let me tell you, we should bring some values, don't you think? So we've got some for you, and it's brand new. And of course, if you're loving all the great jewelry you've seen and have gotten a little glimpse of, we've got some really cool pieces that I can tell you in 9 years here, I've never seen the types of jewelry we have here tonight. There are some really, really special designer pieces that we have on the way for you, in addition to some classics, some returning favorites that have been reduced in price because, I can't stop the sale, really. I mean, it's in my nature to give you values. You don't do this for 25 years and known for bringing those unbelievable values and get you great new as well. And that's really the accomplishment that we're going to do tonight here. So there's blue zircon on the way. We've got a Mandarin garnet in the signature mounting. We do have a Tanzanite that is a new design. And also we have a really cool fire opal pendant. That has been one of the bigger requests we've had because the fire opals are a little tricky to wear in rings because they tend to be a little more delicate than most. So we love it as a pendant. We're going to see a sapphire necklace today that's really a collar. I haven't sold a sapphire collar in about 15 years. And back then, there was a day when I sold collars every single day of my life. All collars, sapphires, tanzanites, rubies. That's all I did was sell collars. It was really exciting. But, in today's gold age, you figure collars, affordable. I've actually got one. It's incredibly affordable for what this is in sapphires and diamonds. So very elite level. I know we've seen some diamond collars of late. They sold out. We're going to bring you something in sapphires and diamonds instead. We have Tanzanite drops. They're very affordable for what they are. They're emerald cuts, but they're not too dressy. The last time I brought you a Tanzanite drop, they had 1.5 carats in diamonds. They were $18,000. I've got something a little more affordable for you that's still going to be that wearable style for every day. Also, we're going to have a couple affordable ideas. I mean, I was looking yesterday, we didn't have much in affordable. So made sure to remedy that today and dropping everything in price. So get ready to shop, see some brand new pieces, some styles that we have never, ever seen the likes of. I have an enamel piece that really looks like it is a artist design. It is French made. It is beautifully done. And let me put it this way. I've seen enamel. I've seen beautiful designer pieces in enamel that have gone for hundreds of thousands of dollars. But I've never seen one with the detail that we have today. It is a portrait of a lovely lady, and it's going to be very exciting. So, and it's a really cool enhancer bail too that doesn't look like an enhancer, but it is. So there's a lot on tap. And if you're an emerald lover, we've got one. I know it's our last final few hours of May. We've got a very special emerald piece in platinum that you're going to love. And it's also really affordable. So don't tell anybody. We're going to really reduce prices today. I have got basically the magic wand of discounting coming up for you. So it's going to be an exciting day to be shopping. Let's take a look. We actually started yesterday's show with a really cool Paraiba. Now it's Paraiba in purple and blue-green crystals within quartz. Well, this is the same thing, but it is our first that we had. Let's see. It matches those rings we had. So really special. And it's going to be item number 1128238. When I debuted this stone here at TVON a few months back, all the rings sold out. They were incredibly popular, as you might expect, because that is a very cool Brazilian Paraiba crystal within quartz, which is also a gem. So you get really the best of all worlds here, and it's going to be an overall carat weight of 1.70 carat. But this is, to my recollection, our first and only pendant. So excited to bring that to you. And yes, you can see really the crystals here, instead of being really distinctive and defined, they're really bringing you, it almost looks like an entirely, I was looking at that from a distance away, it almost looks entirely as if it's Brazilian Paraiba. That beautiful blue-green color we know and love. Couple of diamonds in there just to give it a little flair and a little dramatic there with that double type bail accent. And then you've got diamonds on one side, mirror finished gold on the other. It's in white gold, and it's going to be 1.70 carat stone, and it is very affordable. So how about this one for less than $1,000 to get us started? And we've got a really nice Mandarin on the way. So I know I've had some requests for Mandarin. We're going to bring you one of those and a lot more. And you can get in requests if you have them as well. Why not? I mean, maybe there's something you want to see. If at all, we've got a vast inventory to help you out from. And a lot of those pieces we might bring out may very well be brand new. So this is really exciting. And it's going to be less than $9.99. Let me show it to you from a couple of different perspectives here. We like to give you all the looks here. Let me go ahead and grab that by that bail. It's going to be best for your standard chains. I would say no DBTYs on this one, okay? Just keep a standard chain on that one, and we'll go ahead and show it to you from a distance away. There you can see it is going to be a 7/8 of an inch, top to bottom. Let's put it on the neckline so you can get an idea what it's going to look like. And how about those colors popping? Don't they just look great? And like I said, it looks almost like entirely blue-green, which we don't normally see. And I'm so excited we have it for you at under $888, under $777. That's right, I'm discounted, and I don't care how new, how fresh, it is going to be discounted by yours truly. So that is what we are set to do. And that one's going to be staying in the white gold. We do have some gold restrictions on the way tonight, but usually that is going to be a great choice by the designer. So I don't think you'd want to change it either way. But let's make it really affordable for you. Not even $777. Isn't it already affordable? Wouldn't you think? And Brazilian Paraiba, only one of the most rare stones in the world. And when you get that crystal material, that is exceptional. And so here we go. It is going to be a special piece, a great design, a new discount, $699 only on that one. And that's it. Then I've got coral, the other stone I love for summertime. And now that we've officially kicked off, or unofficially kicked off summertime, we've got a beautiful coral for you. And that's going to be a big, big size in the coral. So we do have a coral pendant on the way as well. And those will be some of our more affordable pieces here. And here we go. So that's going to be a special piece right now for one caller. I'll keep moving because I know we like that fast pace, and I've got I'll probably just keep on showing you jewelry until, well, 8 o'clock tonight. Of course, that is what's required, but also we've got a very, very cool selection of brand new, but we can also bring out anything you'd like to see. So that's really where we'll always emphasize those requests. And I do have, by the way, a ring that's going to go nicely with this. If you have missed the boat on the other rings that we had once upon a time, I do have a new one. And look at this, how it centers up that Brazilian Paraiba. Wow, that's the ring. So that's one of our bigger crystals we've ever seen in the Brazilian Paraiba, and it looks very defined too. And it's got a lot of different colors of blue and green together within it. So that would be the ring to match if you would like it. But, you know, let's move on to another pendant and get you an even bigger style. In the pendant here, this is really lovely, isn't it? This is cool. It's going to be like almost like the kidney bean style we see, which I won't name names, but you know, there's a very famous designer who does some of the work in sterling with a very popular big name in jewelry, and they do a lot of this kind of shape and these really organic shapes and looks. This one's going to be 1120-103, and that's going to be our beautiful coral. It's a fancy cut coral. It's going to be cabochon, as they always are, 8 points in diamonds as well. See how the top is actually kind of covered by that beautiful almost double look there in the halo. That's all white gold. It's going to stay in white gold as well. And then you have another diamond in that leafy section that you have as well. That's bezel set, so it's a really special look. And yet here it is on the hand. This one's quite a bit bigger than that last one we saw, and then it's got great finishing on the inside as well. It's going to be really that kind of orangey red. Again, a good coral is, because the lighter the coral, I'm sorry, but the least valuable it is. The darker your coral, the more reds and orange you get, the more high value, the more rare. So that's really what we're seeing here. And of course, it's the Mediterranean coral. I don't have a carat weight. Isn't that odd? Obviously, it's a really big stone. There's no carat weight, there's no dimension because it's freeform, so it looks a little blank up there, doesn't it? I agree. But nothing I can do. I'm not going to take it out here and put it on a scale. I'm just not. I love the design, all the details, all the great way that you have the overlap in the gold and the diamonds. You can see there it's 1.25 inches top to bottom, or 1 3/8. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the neckline as well, so you can get another perspective on it, and you can see whether obviously you're going to choose the length you want to wear it at depending on the chain you put it on. But it's a really special look, and yes, you've got those amazing diamonds overlapping a little bit. So really cool asymmetric design that really fits the feel of this freeform stone, which if I had to guess, and I'm just going to give you an estimation here, and there's the back. I've seen enough coral. I'm looking at the dimension, the thickness, the size. I'm thinking it'd probably be close to 6-7 carats in that range. So if you need a little estimation, it's not going to be a 40-point stone or anything like that. It's got some serious size to it, and it's one only, stays in the white gold. You know what? I've got a special, you know, coral's really, really exotic now. Coral's endangered. It's that organic stone that comes from a living organism, so it grows actually in the Mediterranean, in the ocean. So it's there's been a lot of difficulties and obstacles in getting good coral for the last decade or so. So this is a major stone, and yet I've got a piece that is priced here at $3,999. Here's what I'll do right now. I'm going to make this a lot more affordable. I need one caller only, and trust me when I tell you, even if you're going, because I've heard from a lot of you. I heard from thousands of you over the course of our big event. You guys said, wow, I really went crazy. I really went all out. I'm going to just give it a rest. I got everything I needed. I'm going to tell you right now, you're here for a reason, and it might be to see this very pendant. That might be it. And if I can make it affordable enough to where you sit there and go, okay, now, I realize you might be a little too stunned to actually dial in the phone lines, but you have to do so now because I'm going to shock you. I have one only. I mean, we're used to that. I pretty much got all one of kinds today as well. And there's a big top of the hour that I even told you about, so stick around for that. But this is going to be better than even $3,000, $2,000, $1,000, or $500. Do I have your attention now? I mean, really, I think a big part of this is because you have no carat weight represented. I mean, this could never be done. That's why I'm going to give you that opportunity where it's, yes, better than $4.99. And if you're not on the phone lines, I'd say forget about it. Probably not going to be a possibility to get it because it should be gone at $4.99. I'll make it even better. I think it is. Jason may have it. You know what? I'll make it $399 just to make sure that every single piece goes out the door tonight. How does that sound? 2 hours and 50 minutes. I think we can do that. And that one should be gone. So $399 on a, that is a, yeah, you got it. So that one's gone. That's the tax price, at least out here in LA County. I can't speak for anywhere else. I never lived anywhere else. Look at this. We've got a new one here. It is a blue star sapphire. Look at that. It's this beautiful kind of periwinkle blue lavender color. Look at that stone. A new one for us, a platinum piece, and an item number 1127928. Don't forget about that ever important first item, that Brazilian crystal in quartz is still here if you want it. That was $6.99. Now let's talk blue star sapphire in platinum, and this has got the big diamonds in the halo, and it also has the big baguettes on the side that roll over the sides, and it's going to be 1127928, and this is a fabulous look. It's a phenomenal stone, and you know what that means, right? It's phenomenal. So you're thinking, so you mean it's like just it's a descriptor, it's an adjective. We just say, oh, it's phenomenal. I see a lot of phenomenal pieces around here. That's true. But this is technically a phenomenal stone. What really defines a phenomenal stone? It's the act of when a stone is able to do something extraordinary with light. Most stones, they may look phenomenal, as in, ooh, that's a phenomenal piece of jewelry you got there. They are not phenomenal by nature, by definition. This is, take a look at it. And it's going to be a really important value here. This is our star sapphire, 2 carats in size, halo in diamonds, plus the diamonds that wrap around. That's a full carat in the diamonds. And do let me know if you'd like to get it, because this is obviously not going to last. There's discounts everywhere that you look here today, and you're going to be very surprised. I know there's a lot of naysayers out there that go, oh, sail over. I don't see a big banner. I don't see those rows and rows and rows of shelves behind. Well, you know what? I got the values, and you're going to be very sorry if you miss them, because we have got some sensational deals where here's our $39.99 piece. And yet it is going to be so much more affordable than that to get you a star sapphire blue variety. It's a strong star. That's the way you see it there. And I know that obviously I have 2 lights because I live in a TV studio, okay? Either that or the emergency vet, one or the other. So those are my 2 homes. But here's what we have, where if I block one of the lights, check that out. Let me block the other one here, because you see that the lights are a little bit off to camera left. Look at that. Look at that stone. That is a strongly defined star that you see normally just one of, because you know 1 light source equals 1 star. 2 light sources equals 2. Follow along with me. 3 light sources, 3 stars. So you can play with it at home as much as you want. Make your own stars, right? It's really about creating this beautiful, beautiful look, and yet you've got a really rare stone, and it's all natural because it has to be. If it wasn't, it would actually, if it was heated, you would actually really take away that possibility of that phenomena. So that's really important. You've got an unheated stone here. We're going to blow it out right now. It's not going to be even half that price at $2,000 or $19.99. We've got one opportunity. Did somebody get the coral over there? Who was that? Or is it? Huh? Constance got it. Okay, great. Thank you so much. She's already here at the beginning of the show because she probably knows. She goes, that Lolo, she's always putting up the really, really, really good buys right here in the first couple minutes. So I've set my alarm. I'm going to be with her. I'm going to watch the very beginning and grab all the favorites. Well, here we go with a better value on a blue star sapphire in that perfect kind of lighter blue color. It's got that really bright, I mean, you know, it's not gray. That's where we kind of find a little bit of that lesser value material when it's too dark or too light, or it's that gray kind of hazy color. This one's going to go on the hand here, and I'm going to take it even lower. And it might be a little snug in size here. It looks like it's about a 3.5, but hey, that'll make a good pinky ring for the moment. If you're lucky enough to wear a 3.5, okay. It's ready to go. If you wanted size, we could size it for you, even though it's in platinum, no issue there. Let's make it even better. It's not even 19, 18, 17, 16. It's not $15.99. We have one only. I think we're used to that by now. We are used to, we are the one-of-a-kind hub here. All the best of the best, because there aren't 2 stones that in the world that are going to look that perfect and that amazing and that specialty. And it's not even $15. We'll blow it out for $14.99 if you want to get a better look at that Brazilian in the Brazilian Paraiba in the quartz. Well, we have it coming up in the ring. Also, the pendant is still here. I think that emerald pendant is one that I'm most excited about here as far as values go as well. And then let me just show this just in case you like those really interesting pieces that we have. I've never had anything quite like this. I've seen a lot of enameling done in the designer world. Let me show you something we have here that I think is so unique and so specialty and looks like, again, it belonged to royalty, and yet wait to see the up close on this, but I want you to see the size. It is really outstanding designer enameling with even some really special details that make it metallic and really blues and greens that are just extraordinary. It's a portrait of a profile of a lady, and it's item number 1128-032, and that's 18 karat gold. It even has this really nice kind of enhancer because the bail, which looks like an oval paper clip link, is actually going to have this little ability, let me show you here, to actually cinch in, and it's signed in the back by the artist. Okay, so it says Limoges and then Clement. So that's going to be the artist that made it for their line, and so you have this really special detail here where it's going to be this really cool, what do they call these clasps here? I see them a lot in handbags and things, right? So you've got this really cool enhancer so it can slip right over other little, you know, different beads or different pearls that you might have. It's going to be all 18 karat gold. That's a free form pearl that you have here. Those are those beautiful free form kind of Baroque style white pearls there. And then you've got all this enameling done, and it's in 18 karat gold. So hand painted, a cameo of sorts, but instead of being carved out of shell, this is all done with very detailed painted enamel. So I'll show you the up close, but I wanted you to see how large it is because it is quite sizable. Here's what it measures from top to bottom is going to be a 2 3/4 inch length, and then we'll show it to you on the neckline as well. See how you might like that one, and there it is from a distance away. Now you can really see, it's funny, lower light oftentimes shows better details here on these pendants like you're seeing, and you can really see that. I mean, this is really what fine designer jewelry is all about. Something that not everyone else has, something that is made by hand, again, hand signed in the back by the artist, because really, again, this is more than jewelry making is artistry, but this is really specifically artist work here because all of that enameling and the detail of it is hand painted. Let's show it up close as well so you can see that detail. The pearls may kind of drape a little bit, but I wanted you to see all the detail you have because, again, that is a really special look. And hold on, I'm just going to reach my long arms around to see if I can go ahead and, yep, zoom it back for you so you can really see everything there. And don't forget that pearl's just, again, going to drape. I just want to show you all the close-up details here. And it's actually got this shimmering quality where you see that backdrop is that beautiful burgundy color. And then it's got all these different colors within it. And so, really pretty, right? Really pretty, just detailed. I wouldn't mind having a hat and an outfit like that. It looks very Gucci, you know, just saying. They do these great turbans that have beading and embellishments and sequins. Yeah, probably not with a designer inspired. Let me go ahead and show you here. There's the signature in the back. Look at that. There it is, Le Clement. And that's going to be a Limoges piece. And we're going to blow it out right now. That is just looks like you found a little treasure from the vintage shop or the estate sale. But here it is, brand new for you. And we're going to make this one. I mean, you could ask whatever you want with that kind of detail. How about that hair detail too? How it just looks, again, you see all the defined details of the color of her ensemble, but then you see that kind of light wispiness of the details of the hair, the way that's done. It's only going to be, I know we should probably get $69.99. I don't feel like that's going to do it. And then those pearls are really cool. 3 pearls in beads that are gold. There's a little bit of fine mill grain detail there in the 18 karat gold. And again, this is a bail you can use where you slip your chain right through it, or you can use it as an enhancer and put it over pearls or beads, or I love that with like a big strand of garnet beads perhaps, or really any color to work with. If you have any beads that are blue, green, beautiful reds, burgundies, deep rich colors, I could see it on a strand of white pearls, given that you have your pearls at the base there. And we're going to blow it out for $1,299. That's it. So a fabulous piece. We've never had anything like it, and that's what's exciting, is you never know when you tune in what you're going to see. And that is a really beautiful way to do a pendant. And then get ready, we'll show you that sapphire collar, which is one of our best. A really special look. And let me know if you like this one, because that is just, I don't see anything else like it. It's just a one-off that's really special. And we do have a sapphire collar as well. I'm looking forward to that. And the Tanzanite drop earrings that are more casual drops, because I know when I've had drops, especially in the last couple of weeks, they've been gigantic and really dressy, and the ones you would wear only on special occasions. Well, we've got one that's wearable every single day, but still in a drop. Okay, coming up next, and we'll see who's got that one. And then, of course, our Blue Star Sapphire is still here. Can I just go to the hand here real quick, Tone? I want to show everybody this necklace. We've not really brought anything like this before, except for there was one, and it was about $300,000. So I thought we'd bring you a more affordable way to do sapphires and diamonds in a collar style. It's 112-8018. That's beautiful, isn't it? glad I wore blue today. It's going to be, we got the Tanzanite earrings, we've got this collar in sapphires, we've got a Tanzanite pendant that is massive. So it is all about, in this case, platinum. 4 carats, 87 of the sapphires here. And then you have the really, really special 30 points in diamonds that are stacked within it. It looks like more to me. I was examining that hours ago going, what in the world? I don't know about that diamond weight, but I'll go with it. 20 or rather 30 points in diamonds, solid platinum, the way it's set. I want to show it to you on the neckline, and it looks like a 16-inch, yes, but it does have, I'll show you what it does here. It does actually have an insert closure, which is much like we would see in a tennis bracelet, and then you've got that figure 8 safety as well. And so 2, 4, 6, 7 lucky sapphires. Your 7 lucky sapphires. Look at how this would look though. So I'm holding it right about where it's going to sit on the neckline. So if you have an average size neckline, 16-inch sits right at the base of that. Typically what we see of collars, but this is really something that could be hundreds of thousands of dollars, and happy to say it is not. And how is that in a lower lighting now we're seeing more glow out of those incredible sapphires? So you see the size, you see the gauge of that piece, how large it is, how there's that flattened type of link to the necklace all the way around. And for being a piece that we should get $69,999 for, we're not going to do that. We are, what do we look like, a retail store? I mean, right? You have to supply, you know, when you're here, you could walk into our store, which is simply where you use your remote. Instead of walking into the store, you use your remote to turn our channel on. And then basically, yes, you supply your own champagne like I would normally do. If you walked into my boutique, I'd give you a glass of complimentary champagne and the good stuff too. But you know, here it's like you supply your own, but then you get the great value, so you don't have to spend $70,000 on the necklace. So it's a good trade-off, I think. And that way, if you're going, yeah, I'm just going to have a root beer, or I'm just going to have some tea, or whatever, that's fine too. You get to save tons of money on really high level. Why the designer couture reference? Because that is a designer couture necklace, no doubt about it. And we're going to bring it on down. So that I want to show you up close because they're actually really pretty radiant cuts that are set all the way along. So it's exceptional. They're actually, I don't know, they say ovals. They're clearly not. They're clearly radiant cuts. So again, if we messed up on the actual shape of the stones, I think we can mess up on the price. And so I'll do better than $69.99, which again, on that last piece, didn't we get that piece out the door because we took 90% off and gave you the tax price? I'm going to do it again, only it's better, because that would be leaving it at $69.99. Am I going to leave it there? Heck no. We got a special day here to celebrate. We've got a special moment here to shop for jewelry, get you great values, get you new, get you designer, pieces you have never seen, even if you've watched every single minute of every single show I've ever done. This is not normal, and it's not going to be $69, $59, $49. We're blowing this out, and it's in platinum, and it's also in sapphires and diamonds. So you cannot afford to miss out or wait on it, because if you are, well, you know what's going to happen. Someone else is going to get it, and then it's going to gnaw away at you forever, and you're always going to think about the sapphire necklace that got away. So here's how we make it really easy. It's not even $49.99. I'll blow it out for $3,999. That's it. And then we got to roll. We got a lot to do here tonight. And your request, you know, you never know. We might have a perfect request here sitting waiting for you. And there is money back guarantee on everything. You've got some pieces, yes, that have to stay in the metal they're in. I think our enamel piece is still here. Blue Star Sapphire for $14.99. Don't forget about that Brazilian Paraiba in quartz. I have a new Panther piece too that's going to be emeralds and rubies and diamonds. Oh my. So that's going to be here. Also, coral in a beaded necklace. You know, we had the coral pendant go out. So what happens if we bring coral by the yard? The CBTY. Are you ready for it? Yes, coral by the yard, Mediterranean coral no less, the same material we saw in that big pendant. We've got it coming up for you. So that's going to be on the way. A beautiful piece for this time of year and really all year long. 8 individual corals, lots and lots of adjustability. So from one necklace to another, we're going to show you. Also, I have a pear shape. Let me show you this aqua pendant. So we've got a lot of pendants today so far, haven't we? Lots of pendants to show you. How about that aqua? Perfect color on the aqua. How about we get into the Brazilian quartz with that? I've never seen such a big Brazilian crystal ever embedded into our quartz, and so many different colors within. And we do have a new conch pearl, another organic stone. So we got all kinds of specialty pieces here tonight. And let me know, you know what, we got to give 111-6380 some love. This is the necklace that has the beautiful coral beads, 2, 4, 6, and 8 of them, all the way around. This is designed to go from one end to the other, all the way around your neckline. Check it out. These are the same coral beads we saw, well, the same material that we saw in that large freeform pendant. It's 111-6380, it's $880. of that coral adjustable necklace. So this is truly like your corals by the yard. We do a lot of diamonds by the yard. They sell out every time. We're going to still have the adjustability here with 16, 17, and 18 inches and a spring ring closure. You see that every coral is so consistent. They are not flat, round cabochons. Instead, they are true beads where they are rounded all the way around. So that's incredibly important, and it's going to be in the yellow gold. Now you tell me, what would you like? Here we go. I've got the yellow gold. How many would you like to do? Remember how beautiful it'd be to adjust and layer, because you can have that adjustability. It's all built in. If you want to give it as a gift, I can guarantee you that their favorite length of necklace is going to be built in, because you've got the 3 different lengths and all the classics there represented. Plus it looks beautiful in the neckline, which I'll show you here so you can see. And of course the beauty of it, besides the adjustability right there, everything is going to sit where it's all the way around. So the only break in the coral beads is actually where you have the adjustability. So 16, 17, 18 inches in length is where you can wear it. And it's that beautiful pop of red that we know there are certain colors of the color wheel that just work with everything. This is one of them. So we'll take it down below $9.99, give you a great value. It is solid gold and it's a lot of coral. Let's show you here. I'll just show you in a puddle so that you can see the consistency, because I know they may not be displayed out there, but I want you to see how every stone is so consistent. Plus you see it right gleaming there, that diamond cutting of that chain that goes all the way through. This is just lovely. And that's, I mean, it looks more like ruby red than it does orangey pink, does it not? And yet you've got the coral coming your way for actually, we're going to do $777 only. A huge discount in value on a solid yellow gold piece, except for your beautiful coral beads, and whichever one you happen to spot. As you see them around the neckline, look at the consistency on each and every one of them, plus that diamond cut chain. So that's where you can see how really lovely that is. Then we've got that aqua pendant coming up, and we have a really good, I mentioned the emerald piece, it's another pendant. So many great pendants here tonight. That's the emerald. Wow, look at that emerald with nothing but baguettes. It is so lovely. It's a 72 pointer. We're going to see that coming up. I've got a bit of a stone here that is one of those tourmalines that gives you a lot of dynamic colors all at once. Take a look at this, all blended. That's awfully pretty, kind of a pinky golden color of tourmaline, really kind of replicating what we would typically see in a pink beryl. So that's here as well. If anything kind of catches your eye, you can always tell us and we can show it to you right here and now. I do have my favorite piece of the day in rings has got to be this Mandarin garnet. It is obviously a stone that is highly, highly sought after and highly valued. Here it is. This is the Mandarin garnet collector's piece here. No doubt that beautiful mounting that has gone up now over $10,000. I've been selling this mounting for my 25 years here on TV, not just here, but of course other places, and that's what really endures, is that mountings like this that are very, very classic. That's wonderful, and the fact that you can have a mounting still be popular so many years later is really telling. But that's the thing, is this mounting has now gone over the threshold of $10,000 just to make the mounting without the center stone in it. So that's something to consider here as we are looking at one of the most important stones that is elevating in price, much like Paraiba is. That is the Mandarin garnet. So here's the deal. Before you go, I better change the channel before she tempts me with a $10,000 mounting and a bright Mandarin garnet that is also a very highly valued stone. Well, fear not, we're going to do something special a little later. So that's why I'm giving you a little heads up now. That is coming up, one of our big top of the hours. Plus we have that fire opal. Plus we have the Tanzanite earrings. Okay, I told you I couldn't wait another minute. We have 27 minutes in. My next top of the hour at 6 o'clock, I almost said 8 o'clock because I'm so used to that. I still think it's 7 o'clock when we start, and it's really 5, and I'm still discombobulated with the schedule, but I know you guys are too. But we have a top of the hour at 6 o'clock, 30 minutes from now, where we have Tanzanite earrings. Studs, new and fabulous and affordable, I promise you. So that's going to be coming up as well. Let's get to that beautiful aqua pendant. I have a couple of you asking, and then that's going to be coming up at the 7 o'clock hour. So that'll be on the way. And then here we go with this gorgeous aqua pendant. Sierra Santa Maria, yes. There's no other aqua quite like it. It's item number 1128041 and just gleaming as if it is a blue diamond and looking so fabulous. It's a 626. Oh, that's like our area code. It's our area code and it's our first 3 numbers of our phone number. This is, we'll just call it the Sierra Santa Maria Baldwin Park Aquamarine. But it's gonna be, or do we like City of Industry? Yeah, we like Baldwin Park, sounds much better. But here we go, 626. Yes, if it's industry, it's made here. Let's talk about our 9 points in diamonds as well that are actually bigger diamonds that you have set throughout the platinum piece. And don't worry, if you don't have a platinum chain, that's okay. Your sterling silvers and your white golds. Don't tell anyone I said this. But yes, it's actually all gonna look pretty much the same, okay? So if you want to pop on your sterling silver, your white gold chain, your 10 karat, your 14 karat, your 18 karat, it's going to look fine with your platinum, okay? So don't worry too much about that. If you have any white metal chain, you're good to go. You've got the platinum piece with the 626 stone. It is going to be, I'm going to do this. I've got a price. I'm not loving it. If I'm being, and you know, I'm always, if there's only one thing I am is honest. So I'm not loving the $69.99 price tag. I get it. It's $1,000 a carat plus a little extra for the platinum and the diamonds. Here's what I'll do instead. We've got this beautiful look. I'll show it to you on because it's obviously not a small piece. Does anyone hear that humming or droning noise? Do you guys hear that? Or is it just, is everything okay? Okay. Is it all right? Okay. Nothing's like, okay, nothing's malfunctioning. Okay, so a noise that I'm used to the humming and the droning of the wheel, but not any excess humming or droning. So I just want to make sure everything's all right. All right, so here we go. This one's going to be our 1-inch drop. I'll show it to you on. Isn't that some of the best cutting you've seen in a pair too? Because it's not that super skinny, elongated pair either. It's got a nice, you know, wider body to it, so it's really looking amazing, don't you think? It's really exceptional, and there it is with that blue diamond-like color. Here's what I want to do. It's early on. It's 30 minutes in. Welcome into Thursday. I'm so glad we have you. I really, again, brand new. It's what you've been seeing here. Let's show you what I can do to get away from that $7,000 price tag, which is pretty much guaranteed to leave it here. I can't leave jewelry here. So I'm going to do an auction on the Aqua. Remember that beautiful freeform opal we had last night? I was thinking about it all day today. I don't know why. It was just, it was such a beautiful stone. It was really standing out. There were multiple times last night, today, I was thinking about it, how beautiful that was, how lucky our caller was who got it. I really want to do something crazy here because I bet you guys have looked at enough big aquas here. You know what's up. What if we go to like half off and auction it off at $3,500 to open? Make sense? Or should we do even lesser? Because I really want to get a lot of people active in the show and show you that for everybody who's, I know a lot of naysayers out there going, oh, there nothing can be of value now. No, the sale's over. Well, I'll tell you right now. Watch what I'm going to do because this is how I get around the price of $69.99. You're still getting a $7,000 piece, but you're just not paying $7,000. So instead, we're going to make it $35. How about $3? How about $25? How about $2,000 on a 626? Sierra Santa Maria. Or we can go even less and go to $1,500 and then ask for $100 increments only on something that should cost you $7,000 tonight, all in platinum. And look at that, almost completely finished, but we still want you to have access to clean the stone properly from the back. So we didn't fully enclose it, but look at that. That is one of our best looking Sierra Santa Marias, and you know they tend to be very expensive in those bigger sizes. I mean, I remember over the sale event, we had a 4 carat that sold for about 4 times this price, and that was quote unquote on sale. So now we're looking for a $1,500 open. It's gonna be $100 increments after that, and you're welcome to come on in. And of course, with all these one-of-a-kinds, well, that's the piece you get. So there it is in platinum. We only have one of everything today. I think my exception would be Tanzanite earrings. I have a couple of those. I'm looking at everything in front of me. Everything's a one-of-a-kind. And I don't have all that much jewelry in front of me either. So again, requests are welcome. Whatever you want to see. I also have the trillion Tanzanite. Oh, this beautiful trillion. I know we all lost our minds over a trillion a couple days ago. Got a beautiful trillion blue wing. No open on this one. All right, we can move right along. Oh, Jason, you got 15? Oh, good. Who's that? Catherine's got $1,500. Wonderful. We do have our open just in the nick of time. I was just about to move on out. So here we go. It is special. And here we go. I'm ready to give it a final. Do you want to give it a 2-minute clock? We have to, right? Have to give it a 2-minute clock here. Give everyone else a last chance. We're only at $1,500, $7,000 piece. This is the time. So it is extremely, extremely important. Here we go. And that's it, guys. That is it. Tell me if you love it. Let's give it 2 minutes and then we'll go ahead and sell it. We're looking for $1,600 or more. And we'll see what we've got. 2 minutes to finalize it. When the clock hits when the clock hits 0, we're going to be done. So that's it, guys. We're going to be done, and we'll see who our top bidder is. And where's she calling from, by the way, Jason? Oh, we're finding out. Where? Indiana. Mm-hmm. How fabulous. She's from Indiana, and she's watching me instead of basketball right now. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Here we go. 90 seconds remaining, and this is it. Here we go. Final call. We've got about now, approaching 80 seconds remaining. That is a really special piece. We're looking for $1,600 or more. We have a couple of people verifying it looks like. We'll see what's going on, and that will be last call. One final minute remaining. And then we've got our conch pearl. We've got drop earrings in Diaspora today. So many earrings, don't we? We've got a lot of earrings and pendants on the way for you. We've already had our fair share of pendants. We'll keep that going with some more coming up throughout the next 2.5 hours. This one is at 15. Anybody else? Looks like we might be verifying 16. See if she's ready to go ahead and compete here, there, because Jason, I think we might have 16. I know we've got a clock here ticking down. We want to make sure they're 100% verified. I'm going to show it again on the hand here so you can see that amazing size and color from a distance away. And that's got 35 seconds. Do we have $1,600? I think we do. And then you've got the platinum piece, quite a bit of platinum, the way it's all ensconced in the back, so you have a nice comfortable feel against the neckline. But it is going to be our last 25 seconds. Do we have 16? All right, so we do have 1,600. We're looking for 1,700 now. So looking for 17. Remember, it is a $7,000 piece. $7,000. That's a very, very impressive piece when it's a 626 that's got all those bright, bright blues we love. Here it is close up again, and we have 17 now. Back to Catherine. So $1,700 the bid. Now we've got our final 8 seconds. I know we usually let the clock, you see we have kind of archaic graphics that they can't do two things at once. So luckily I can, but the graphics can't. So now as soon as we change the bid, we got to let the clock run and they can't do the same thing. So at the same time. So here we are, last chance. 17, is she out? She's out. All right, 17, you're in. 17 once, twice, and 3 times. That is sold. Congratulations. Enjoy. So there is a really fabulous pair of earrings. Let me show them to you. And here we are, which is really beautiful. Emerald cut stones. Oh, we love the emerald cuts, especially when they're bright and rich and dark like these are. And then you have, oh my, 841 of carat weight. Look at that. Some very special, and I know they're going to be asymmetrical because there's a left and right. So this is where you really want, so see how that ribbon goes and flares out and the other one flares in. So this is where we've got that one-of-a-kind pair of Tanzanite drops that is the emerald cut material. I'm going to show you how lengthy they are. It's 112-8199, and this is the length that you're going to get, and then I'll pop one on for you as well. It's 8199 is the number. They are new right now, but I'm going to take them down to old yesteryear pricing on the gold, which is 14 karat, the ribbon design that's up top. This is a lever back, so it's going to make it nice and easy to put on, super secure. They will not go anywhere. They are 1 3/8 inches from top to bottom, and we'll show you 841 is your total carat weight. Do you realize that's 4 carats 20 in each Tanzanite Museum Reserve emerald cut? So incredible to see. Here's what the other one looks like up close. Then I'll pop one on the ear for you, and I'll tell you, we are so excited to bring this to you. And all you have to do is dial in first, because obviously just one pair here, that's all I got. And look how beautiful they are. Oh my goodness, the color of those stones and the way that ribbon, now you can see I had the ribbon kind of tuck in and then flare out. So that's certainly, you know, one way to wear it if you like it. The other way you can do either or, kind of play with it when you get them home. But this is how you get a really extraordinary Tanzanite in that beautiful emerald cut, and really save a bundle because they're supposed to be $12,999. We'll take it even lower. Let's go back to the wheel here, show you what they look like up close, and it will be better than, yikes, I'm going to do better than $79.99 as well. I've got some dropped prices here and some discounts, but I want to keep it going and really make everything just your favorite new piece and the one you've been waiting for and the discount you can't get enough of. And here we are with that special, beautiful, bright. It's so difficult to match these colors, and of course sitting here on this wheel, they're not the great upright position that you're going to see when they're actually on the ear, and they will be better than even $79 or $69. One pair stays in the white gold. Actually, it looks like these we could change if you want to. We could. It looks like we can do this mounting. So if you give us a couple extra days, we're able to put that in the yellow gold for you if you'd like. But it's actually going to be better than even $59 or $49. We're going to make it really affordable here. Remember, 2 great stones matched up to perfection with that ribbon. It's like that little, it reminds me of those remembrance ribbons, but they're kind of sideways. And yet just a really pretty addition to diamonds that I think does not take them to that extra super dressy level. We'll blow it out right now for $3,999. One pair only. only though, so they will definitely go in a hurry, and they are $39.99, so a big time value if you'd like to go ahead and grab those new Tanzanite drops. They're beautiful. Don't forget about the sapphire collar we had earlier, our Blue Star Sapphire, our designer enamel artistic design also, and that's going to be our fabulous buy on an earring drop. So I really hope you'll consider them here. They're beautifully, beautifully done. They're a great match pair, which we just don't see going forward, because when you're limited with Tanzanites altogether, you're not going to see too many opportunities going forward to match them up. So done that for you, done and ready to go. Then we've got that emerald pendant as well. Plus, we're going to see, don't forget, I told you about some Tanzanite studs. What we have coming up at the top of the hour, which you may just want to hang out for, are the rounds in a designer Tanzanite stud earring. New design, something we've never done before with the diamonds. The way that they're done with the baguettes and the rounds is really stunning. So we will see that coming up. Top of the hour, it's about 20 minutes from right now. So not much longer to wait on those Tanzanite studs. So yes, we'll have Tanzanite earrings for one and all here tonight is really what the idea is. Get you all set up. No matter if you need the drops, you got them right there. If you're more into the stud earrings, stay with me. 20 minutes, we will unveil those for you. Plus, we also have this emerald pendant. Let me show it to you. This one is going to fly. It's another platinum piece. It's 1128035. Coming up, so many great designer brand news here. And yet this one is going to be a little bit tricky. It's got a really articulated bail, but let's show you here what this looks like front and center with that really cool, almost like it's mimicking the pear-shaped stone, but it's a pear shape all done in the baguette. So you see these different rows spinning and wrapping all the way around that pear-shaped emerald, all in baguettes, in the tapered baguettes no less, because they're all going to be having to make that curve and that turn. 1128035 is your item number. It's in platinum, and this is going to be our emerald piece from a distance. 72 points on the stone, so just under 1 carat, which I know a lot of people like to, dismiss any emeralds that are under a carat. You can't do that. It's not like other stones. It's not going to look like a 72 pointer. It's going to look like double that. So you have the look of a carat and a half at least. You get that bright, gorgeous glow of the green. It also is going to be a diamond weight of 101. So impressive tapered baguettes all the way throughout that platinum and finished really beautifully. I'm going to show you the length. Obviously, we want to see the measurement, know exactly what to expect when we get it at home, even though you do have a 30 money-back guarantee for you. There's your 1-inch drop, so top to bottom 1 inch, pretty standard kind of look there that tends to be quite popular. And then there it is in a lower light, showing off even better glow, even better color, because emeralds really do. I mean, a good one like this one is going to have that extra glow. It's going to be that extra neon. So that's what's happening. That's why it looks so bright and so amazing from a distance. Here it is up close yet again. And I think we got to do some reducing in price tag. This is just, again, carte blanche discounting just to make sure everything goes. That's all we got to do right now. And that's, again, I know that it's sitting a little odd, and that's because I'm trying to show you the good stuff, which you know what the bail looks like. So I really want to make sure, in case you think, well, the bail's kind of hiding. Well, it's because it's hinged with that O-ring, because it's meant to sit properly when it's on a chain on your neckline. So I'm just going to hold it. You're probably not going to see the bail much, but I want you to see what that looks like. Then here's that finishing that's really ornate through the back, but of course, look at that. Nice clean emerald even from the back side, so it really tells you everything you need to know about that color, that clarity. It's Mine material as well, and it's going to be a really big value. Only going to be, and I know we've got the whole price tag right here. You know you'd spend $62.99 anywhere you go on a good day, but our job is to make jewelry more affordable than that and really bring you those values, so jewelry in the best quality doesn't have to be a splurge. And as a matter of fact, you're saving a bundle here, because it's not even going to be, I really want to do $3,100 and just give you half off, but I know that we're going to need a little bit better than that. I've been through enough sale events to know what you got to do when you're coming out of that sale event. You still got to what? Put things on sale. It's pretty basic. It's a pretty basic principle. And it's just, again, the psychology of the human mind. We've got to keep putting things on sale so we can move some jewelry. And I don't care how new, how fresh, how fabulous it is, it's going down in price. And it's not $3,000 or $29.99. It's one caller takes it, and this is that May birthstone. But really one of the big three. You know, if you happen to have a birthday in May and you've got emerald as your birthstone, we're lucky. We're lucky because it's a really high-end stone that everybody should have. But finding good quality emeralds are a whole different deal. Yes. Okay, our cameo piece with enameling is gone. And now we're going to make this one disappear for $1,999 instead. And you'll just have to not share with anybody else what I've done on these prices here tonight, because it is going to be a wild night ahead. We got 2 hours and 15 minutes left. The Tanzanite studs at the top of the hour, plus that big Mandarin garnet, the signature mounting, the top of next hour. And this is the emerald piece at $19.99 in platinum. And go ahead and call on those pieces from previously as well, because you see they're all going and after the fact. And then of course, look at this. This is really that wraparound design where I just want to point out, when it's on the neckline, not only do you have it set up a little higher with that pronounced platinum setting and basket work, but look at how it goes all the way around, all the way around, all the way around, and still from all the side angles, you still see diamonds. And I think that's important as well, because when it's on the neckline, folks are going to see your pendant from different angles, and it doesn't always just mean the top. So that's important also. All right, so $19.99 on the emerald in platinum in a gorgeous color. And then we have Brazilian Paraiba in quartz. I hope we're ready for that one. Plus one of our bigger diamond heart-shaped rings that is a little asymmetric. And just for the record, I have a 20 carat and a half Tanzanite. Let's just say that again. 20 and a half carats of museum reserve Tanzanite. What a looker that is. And would you mind, and I know it's not for everybody because it's 20 and a half carats. It's item number 1125388. But would you mind terribly if we discount it down tonight so we can make it happen? And we can get one caller, the Tanzanite of a lifetime, in a pendant that is a big size. And I know if we're talking about rings, we don't often see 15 or 20 carats in rings every day. That's because, and someone said it to me yesterday, she called in and said, I don't have the real estate on my finger for a lot of big rings or a lot of stacked rings. So this is where, again, a lot of us can really branch out, wear those bigger, more important luxury type stones, because on the neckline, you got more real estate. So it makes sense where you might not wear a 20 carat Tanzanite in a ring on your finger, but you certainly can more likely in a pendant. And so if you want that ultimate high-end collectible in Tanzanite, you got it here. So we're taking a look at our 20 carat 43. It also is 18 carat solid gold. So we upgraded you on the gold. We got you the museum reserve stone. We got to still zoom back a little bit on the gem itself so you can see also the halo. It's giving you a full halo in diamonds, plus the bail is done in diamonds as well. And that is our museum reserve in that big size, 18 karat. We love it. And so if you have questions on the Tanzanite earrings and the emerald cuts, the emerald pendant should go. A lot of pieces going after the fact here tonight. So make sure you call us and we'll help you out. But that's our 2043. And what's everybody getting? Well, I can speak for, I was just meeting with some folks that are on the way to Vegas, because most everyone who's flying in internationally, they don't just fly into Vegas. Everybody has to come through LA, because when you're flying in from other parts of the world, usually not a lot of direct flights into Las Vegas necessarily. So we've got a big international airport. It's called LAX. So people fly into here, and that's where I happen to live, not at the airport itself, but close by. So, well, not that close, but you know what I mean. It's a big, thriving metropolis. Nothing is close. Even if you're close, you're not really close, because, you know, I mean, it's the other day I had to drive to a pharmacy that was 6.5 miles from my house, and it said an hour and 38 minutes. And I was like, oh, that seems, that's reasonable. Yeah, it's close by, you know, close. So let me just carve out 3.5 hours of my day. So anyway, so here we are, guys, 2043 in the Tanzanite. Point is, I've been talking to a couple of folks that are headed to Vegas to set up their big Tanzanite displays, because there's going to be some Block C Tanzanite, not the Blue Wing Block D. That's only with us. But the Tanzanite is actually one of those that, you know, there's an updated price, because even if you saw it in Tucson, like raise your hand if you were at Tucson in February. Even if you saw it in Tanzanite in Tucson in February, you saw a price that's going to be very different from where it is today or following in the next couple of weeks in Vegas, because it's upping all the time. And that's where it's kind of tricky to get your Tanzanite. Isn't it true? So let's take a look at this 2043. You know what we're doing? Not that. We're not upping our price all the time. We're not. And yet we've got the material that is the best in the world. Nobody else has this but us. So now we get to bring it to you in this massive size, in this great length. I mean, let's take a look at it. You're going to have a nice big bail, so you can put even your larger chains behind it, with it, whatever you want to do. Here it is on the hand, and well, first with the ruler. And then you can see it is 1 3/8 inches. In top to bottom length, including the bail. Here it is on the neckline as well. Wow. Okay, now we're talking about a serious stone. And one of our largest. It's not the largest, but it is one of our largest. The next size up is a 30 carat stone, which tends to go for a whole bunch more money. So this is the way to go. If you don't want to spend 50 grand, 60 grand, 70 grand, that's what you would if it were regular Block C. Because I got the little updated, like the breaking news on what people are going to be charging at the wholesale trade show coming up from the sources that have already flown in, and they've already got their prices all adjusted, and they're going to be asking over $5,200 a carat for the plain block C, from the block C. So here we are, better quality, nobody else has it, stunning look, and it's going to be better than, I mean, really, do we want to apply it? Let's go ahead. I mean, let's do some math. Math can be fun when you're actually saving money. If we go 5,200, just let's go, for instance, 52 on a 2043, that's going to be 106,000. It's a lot of money. For a stone, by the way, it wouldn't be the 76 points in diamonds you're getting. That'd be the stone. What about the 18 karat gold you're getting? That'd be $106,236 for just the stone. I think that it'd be fair to say easily $115,000 for the finished piece. Easily. We're doing better than that. We have to. You guys would scoff at me. You'd say, what the heck has happened to Lolo? We can't spend $110,000 or $115,000 or $106,000. We're here for the deal. We want the deal of a lifetime. Well, you got it. And it's not going to be $100 or even, no, we're doing better than $10,000. It's $99.99. If you would like to get our biggest and best Tanzanite pendant besides, well, there is another one. It's around, it's a 28 karat 90, but it's going to be way more than that. So here's where you get a classic setting style, diamonds all the way around it. We will have in 10 minutes the Tanzanite stud earrings, which are the rounds. I'm looking forward to that. Do have a conch pearl as well for you that is really affordable and new. Has some great yellow. There is a really pretty stone here. Let me show you this one. If you like bright yellows and can handle a little bit of neon, look at that. You guys sure that's a sapphire? That is not a sapphire color I've seen before. So here we are. Let's go to our next necklace. This is one that I'm so glad because we had the necklace, the bracelet set, and it was so exciting to bring it, but there's a special look here. Now, when we had the bracelet, and this is gonna be, I'm just gonna get a length here because nobody bothers to measure anything except myself, so I'm gonna get you a length here because that's important, is how long is the necklace? Because everyone cares about the length of a necklace. So I'm gonna get you that real quick, and then I'm gonna show you it does have adjustability, but it's gonna be okay. It looks like we're gonna go up to 20 inches in length on this. That's great news. I'm gonna show you a necklace on the hand here. I'm just having to refasten it and put it all together. And we're gonna have a little adjustability here. So a great extender chain that's gonna give you a lot of opportunity to wear it at different lengths and really fine tune that length. So if that sounds good to you and you're looking for necklaces always that have a little bit of extra kind of wow factor, this is it. And no matter how I show it to you here, it's still not going to deliver until we see it from a distance and really have it moving, because this is what, do you guys remember the bracelet we had? It was very, very limited, didn't have many. Here's what this looks like all together. This is going to be between anywhere between 18 and 20 inches. So those classic lengths, and you see your extender chain. So I have it at 18. You can go all the way up to 20 or fine tune it. It is 112-3011. And every single link, first of all, there's a lot of gold here. It's 14 karat gold. They're rectangular links. They're all set side by side, but every one of them is going to be, well, first of all, there's a pattern to it. It's going to have mother of pearl followed by discs of gold. So where you see mirror finished gold like there, the backside is also mirror finished gold. When you see the mother of pearl, it's also going to be the backside mother of pearl. All then bezel set in gold. So this is a lot going on. And the beauty is it goes with everything. It has high shine because whether it's the mother of pearl that's got more of a glow to it, that beautiful kind of moonlit glow, or if it's the gold bars you have, it's all about the shine. It's a beautiful kind of casual or dressy, can go either way. Yellow gold only, and now we just need a collar. And 9.5 grams. I didn't even have that, Tony, so I'm glad you do, because I didn't have that. And again, it's, let's see, do we have 16, 17, 18? Because that's not what I measured. So do we need to measure this again? Because I already measured it once. We can look at the other pendant while I'm doing this because now we're getting mixed messages here on the link. So I'm going to make sure that we get you exactly what it is because that's really, really important. And then we'll show. Can you look at the pendant real quick so that we need something to look at, right? Because I have to measure this. So I'm going to just make sure you see something. Consider that Tanzanite while we're at it. And then I'm going to go ahead and measure again here just because we got to make sure you know the length. That's really, really important. Yep, I'm still showing 20 inches maximum. So whatever they're measuring back, I have no idea. But take a look. So just did it live here. So that's going to be between 18 and 20. And this is going to be our rectangular mother pearl. See the 3 links of mother pearl, then gold, then 3 links, then gold, then 3 links, so on and so forth. And as it turns, remember there's no front or back. You can turn it this way. You can flip it around and turn it this way. Never a front or back you have to worry about. It's all double-sided. So if it does, like, it's going to sit really flat on the neckline, but if it twists at all or turns at all, you've still got the gorgeous look. Now, I know we all want to see it on, and I'm going to hold it like this because you get an idea of the size. That's important, but I also want you to see the entire length and how it flashes and how you get those beautiful modern looks. And we're seeing a lot of play right now with gems and gold together. Why not? And then if I just kind of throw it on back, you see that everything that just wows, every time, every little bit of movement, you see this incredible kind of look that you get. A lot of flash. You guys know with my signet ring, you're always asking, why is that thing so shiny and so sparkly? It's because mirror finish gold can do that, and it really picks up the light. The same thing's going to happen here with this gorgeous necklace. So let's go back to the hand here, make it really affordable. And I know it shouldn't be when you got 20 inches of gold and you've got big slabs of mother of pearl front and back and all the details. And I believe this one is made in Italy, if my memory serves me correctly. We do have this little disc here. So if you do opt, let's go ahead and show it up close here. If you do opt to wear it at any of the shorter lengths, you'll have a little bit of that disc that's going to be draping from the back of the neckline. So that's awfully nice. I was just going to try, and we can read it together here because I don't have my loop up here. My loop's actually at home right now, but there you can see. So again, some other details that are not listed here on our information is that it is 14 karat and that is stamped Italy. So that little hang tag shows you right there that it is made in Italy, and you know the Italians do it right. So that's a beautiful extra detail you have. Back to the hand we'll go. So made in Italy, and we're going to make this, I'm not sure if $59.99 is going to work tonight. So how about the entire necklace? You throw it on with a tank top, you throw it on with your basic, like I could see like a denim jumpsuit, a beautiful sundress, or even a ball gown. Doesn't really matter. If you're going to be the mother of the bride at a wedding this summer, or if you're going more casual in just a white t-shirt and jeans, kind of the American uniform, you're going to have a beautiful look that you're wearing every day as your signature style, but it doesn't look like other basic chains, does it? And it's better than even 5, 4, 3,000, or even 2,000. Lowest I should go is $19.99. We have 4 minutes until our top of the hour and our Tanzanite earrings come out to play. This is, and I don't have a carat weight on the mother of pearl because usually we don't give carat weights on opaque stones or pearl or mother of pearl or any kind of enamelings or things like that. But this is obviously a lot of that mother of pearl giving that great shine and sheen, and it's not even $19.99. Come on in. We got giveaways on gold. We got giveaways on gemstones. We've got fine Italian-made jewelry here, so obviously one we didn't make because we are not in Italy. As much as I wish we could move our operations to Italy, that would be lovely, but we're here. We're stuck in Los Angeles, but we do have Italy coming to you, and isn't that great for less than the price of what you could even get on a plane and fly there. So this is coming direct to you from a great designer. We're going to make it only $999 for the necklace. Go ahead. So we've got, again, the necklace for a beautiful, beautiful lover of great gems and gold coming together. A lot of what we're seeing, and again, all this adjustability you're going to have thanks to that extender chain that you have down the back. So that means 18 all the way on up to 20 inches in length, and that is a lot going on in that necklace. But again, something so chic. And you know, it's funny, nobody needed to read that hang tag to know that's Italy. Like, you know, and that doesn't mean you necessarily needed to be there or spend 2 weeks on a yacht there off the off the coast of Capri. It just means we know Italian. Italian is very much, it's identifiable. It's really, really always attention grabbing. And there's always, where even, you know, the Italian women, even when they're very casual, they look very put together. They never look dumpy. They never look frumpy. They never look, you know, anything less than polished. And really the jewelry reflects that as well. And I think this necklace is doing just that, where it doesn't mean that you have to be dressing up, because how many of us really do? Okay, I do every day, but you know, generally in American society, not everybody's dressing up all that often. It's still the necklace you wear. Casual or dressy, and who has it? Anybody thinking about that one? All right, we're going to give it a final 60 seconds, see if anybody's indeed got it. Italy to you, and look at that, great price tag at $9.99. So a huge value. Our Tanzanite pendant is still here if anybody wants to grab that. And of course, this has been sitting in a vault, so I know that the discs are not polished very well, so let me give it a quick little extra polish here so that you can see every single one of those discs just reflective and gorgeous. And how about 10 grams of that nearly 10 grams of the gold there, and there you can see all polished up to perfection, and all those rectangular links. And links are what it's all about. Any kind of link style in jewelry is happening, and they're classic, but that's really where, again, the beautiful details of gems and gold together, and it's only going to be $9.99. All right, coming up, we'll keep on moving. We've got a brief look here at our Brazilian Paraiba quartz before we move on to our top of the hour, and this is one I've been kind of teasing you with here because we did have a pendant to start. Let me know, Jess, are you thinking about that necklace or something else? All right, so this is really beautiful, isn't it? It's a very distinctive, defined, I wouldn't say a crystal here. I would say this is just a large gem presence of Brazilian Paraiba. It's item number 1128-196, and it's a ring, and it's a lovely square, or rather rectangular cushion cut. Yes. Oh, well, good. They're coming up. If you're waiting on the studs, as I mentioned, Kathy, the top of the hour just is a fancy way to say 6 o'clock. So like when the clock strikes in about 30 seconds, you're going to see the Tanzanite studs. So top of the hour, 6 o'clock, Pacific, of course. That means where we are. I know a lot of you are probably somewhere else, not on the West Coast. So that will be 6 o'clock coming up, okay? So we've got a few seconds left. I just want to preview this. It'll be coming up because we are ready for Tanzanite stud earrings. Aren't we ever? It's 112-8225. Coming your way next, and that'll be coming up. We'll give it a full presentation. I just know how anxious y'all are, and I am too, for this big top of the hour moment on our Tanzanite studs that are brand new tonight. Never before seen. Can you believe it? We've never done a halo like this except in rings, by the way, really, really high-end designer rings that should be noted. This is the combination that really creates a bit more of a hexagonal style around your round. Instead of just being a round halo, we think of Tanzanites and we think of, if I say halo stud earring, you think of the round probably, with a couple of little tiny round brilliant diamonds around it. Very different look here. Item number is 1128225. Really, really glad you're with us tonight. This is a special Thursday night, and we are going to get the party started. It is a weekend upon us, approaching quickly. Love that. Look at this beautiful idea. So it takes a round, because there's not a hexagonal Tanzanite that I've ever had, okay? We don't cut hexagons in stones very often. I can't say it's not done. It's been done a few times, but not often. So here we go with the big stones here in the gorgeous rounds in our Blue Wing Block D. Now, the truth is they're sort of museum reserve and sort of not. What do I mean by that? Well, you know how we've been working pretty tirelessly while we had our big sale event going on, and don't worry, these are going to be on sale. And welcome to the show. Glad you're with us tonight. Happy Thursday. This is a live show. We're in Los Angeles. My name is Lauren. This is TVON, and we've got our big top of the hour here only for a couple of you, because we know there's a lot of people who've done a lot of shopping over the last couple of weeks. We've got a very limited item here, so you do want to dial early. These blue wings were actually, we haven't had anything in the 60-point, 70-point range. This is what we had to do. We had to literally take a museum reserve stone, and instead of sending it off to the museum, we had to make up a little excuse to the museum why they wouldn't be getting their stone that was promised to them 6 years ago, because we wanted to give you guys a value on an affordable pair of studs. Okay, so that is what we have done. Thanks to taking one of those big museum stones, and that's why we have a few identical rounds, and that's why they are identical, is because they're cut from the same stone. And we took one of those big, it was a 21 karat stone, and we have, as a result, some round stones matched up in pairs that we can make into an earring. That earring is here. It's a carat 20 minimum. You are guaranteed to get at least 60 points in the round. That is to start. That is the center stone. And then you get one of the most fabulous ideas in designer halos. I really hope you're on the phone lines quickly on this, because when I tell you they're going to sell out, they're going to sell out. We're probably going to have more people disappointed they did not get a pair than folks that are elated they got a pair. Simple as that. Carat 20 is your Tanzanite weight on its own. Then you get another 35 points, but high-end designer diamonds, because it's the baguettes and the rounds. Take a look. Let's show you what they look like. Let's get you a big value. There's a reason they are a top of the hour. It's not because, oh, just randomly they came out at 6 o'clock. It just happens to be a 6 o'clock star. No, they're the star of the show. I have a couple of them. They always end up at the top of the hours. So now we get to wow you with the value, give you a great look at them on. We're very busy on the phone lines already, and that's because, okay, let me know who's with us already. So excited about these. Hey, guys, are we just white gold on these? It doesn't say we are, but I think we are, right? Just white? Any? Good. Great. Okay. Yellow gold. Fine. Rose gold. Fine. We can do it. Don't get rose gold. Please don't disappoint me. I will call you personally and try to talk you out of it. If you get rose gold, they'll just come right back to me. Get white or yellow, okay? Get white or yellow. But it's a carat 20 minimum, and there's a dazzle because they're rounds. They're going to be center post and butterfly backing. Let me show you that. So easy to wear. Oh, look at that. Even a nice low profile basket, which I love because I don't want them to look like Frankenstein bolts. You know me and studs. I really don't want it to stick way out. Then they look like you just got your ears pierced at the kiosk at the mall next to like the pretzel place, okay? That's not what designer fine jewelry is supposed to look like. Question, Jess? Of course, you know I never measure things, but I'm going to measure this one for you just because you asked. I'm going to go ahead and we'll bring out the ruler and I'll put them on. Okay, I will. Take a look. They are just so dazzling thanks to those baguettes. 35 points in your VS diamonds, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold if you need it, but don't do that. And then here we go with the 3/8 of an inch in the stud. So again, 3/8. Here's your centered post. I'm going to pop one on the ear for you. Call me early. We already have, okay, Jason, you have a caller thinking about Tanzanites. Andy has a caller. We've got Victor on the line. Joanne's on the line. Jess is on the line. Every single caller here is ready to go on Tanzanites, and look how they look from a distance away. That's a big stud because you're also taking that big center stone and you're wrapping it in really high-end VS diamonds as well. That's what's so important. And there are, it's like mirrors. Those beautiful baguettes, they act as mirrors the way that they hit the light. I mean, look at what's happening there. The sparkle on the Tanzanites, the fact they're not going to be, because this is what we all worry about, gold pricing, diamond pricing, Tanzanite pricing. This is still our last of the last, and now it's museum reserve. I'm going to refrain from calling them that just because even though they're cut from that museum reserve stone, they weren't actually a museum reserve stone in this carat weight, like originally. Does that make sense? But you still get that color and that light and that brightness. Let's go back to the wheel. I just wanted you to see a good look at them on. They're really a nice size, aren't they? They're good. They're not like that really. They're not too big. They're not too small. They've got that halo, that beautiful basket work that is finished. And I promise you, there's nowhere else to get Tanzanite to match your blue wing block Ds but here. If no one else has the stones, how are you going to get a match pair in earrings or pendants or anything else outside of our walls here? So this is the way to get it. And we're going to make it so much better. List price, you know. And we already have 5 pairs gone, by the way. So just for the record, we didn't get the opportunity to make that many because remember there was a stone that was just about a little over 20 carats that made these happen. So we only get so many rounds out of one stone. Now it wasn't oval, so we could maximize what we got out of that stone, but this is still where you want to dial in and make them yours because they are not going to be. And I recommend the white gold, but if you love yellow gold, our blue wing block Ds look really good in the yellow gold as well. So you can take either or there. That is totally up to you, but they are not going to be, I know, I'm looking right at it, guys. I can show it to you. They're $39.99. There's a special exception I make when I have a top of the hour that I'm really excited about. A piece that I know you're going to love, a piece that I know you're excited about, a piece that, let's face it, I get emails every single day asking for Tanzanite stud earrings. And how many times do I have, it's like in my autofill of my Gmail to just say, sorry, we don't have that. Sorry, those are not in stock right now. Sorry, I don't have those. I'll let you know when I do. That kind of response is what I'm constantly typing. And now they're here. So I know how many of you have been looking for them, how many times we're looking forward to an earring like this. And now they are not going to be $39. If you'd like a pair, we already have 6 pairs gone now. 6 pairs spoken for. White or yellow, choose your cold color of choice. It's not going to be $3,000. I have a top of the hour where I do my own discount to make them whatever price I feel is needed to make sure that you can be thrilled, not just with the look of the earring, but with the value as well. It's not good enough that you just go, ooh, I love those. I'm drooling over them. Please, please tell me you can make. I have to make them affordable so you can say yes. That's the idea here. That's the whole goal. That's the whole point. And this is really special. So now you've got a chance to pick them up for better than $3,000. Better than $29, and when I tell you the was price is $39.99, it is $39.99. You have got to be on the phone lines. Because again, where else are you going to get that match to that ring you have? You know that ring you're loving, that you have, that you was your favorite, the blue wing block D you got from us? Well, guess what? You got to go ahead and get this one here. You have to. You have to. It's amazing. It's not going to be $29 because otherwise you shop elsewhere, you're paying more for a color that doesn't even match. Here we go. Me too, Tone, me too. Let's see if we can do that. I'm sure everybody will be on board. We're talking about moving to Italy now. Yeah, I've been mulling over a move. I have. I probably should learn Italian first, but I'll tell you what, I'll fit right in with the car culture and the clothing culture. But here we go, guys. Beautiful. These are made here in Los Angeles for you. These are stunning. We're still talking about the necklace. We can't get over that beautiful link necklace that was made in Italy. If you like this earring, not even $29. They're not even going to be $19.99. I'm supposed to go to $3,999. I just think they need to be that much better in price to motivate you on the phone lines, to get you what you love, to get you a favorite, and make them even more affordable than even, you know what, $14.99. Huge value there. On a 60-point minimum each, carat 20 minimum total, and you're not going to pay $14 top of the hour. That's why you don't miss a top of the hour. Take a look at this. It's also going to be better than 14, then 13, then 12. How many do you want? Someone just took 2 instead of 1. That value has come down so dramatically. They just said, turn my order for 1 into 2. I'll take 2, please. Let's go ahead and do it right now. Not going to be 12 or 11 or $10.99. Are you ready to blow them out? Very busy on the phone lines. If you're waiting on hold, be patient with us. Don't hang up. Do not hang up. Do not. I will blow them out. Go ahead, lose money, loss leader, make them $9.99. That's it. That's a low loss leader right there. $9.99 a pair. Operators, yell them out, because I know a lot of you are taking 2 instead of 1 now. That's not a bad idea. Gifting. It's for gifting. Gifting ideas for you, your daughter, your best friend, your mom, your sister, whomever loves great-looking Tanzanite. In gold, white, yellow, or rose. White, yellow, good options there. Mm-hmm. Anybody else? Oh, who got yours? Thank you so much. Who was that? Wanda. Hi, Wanda. Where's Wanda calling us from tonight? Wanda in Ohio. What about you, Jason? Who's shopping with you? Might as well just thank everybody. Suzanne, from where? Oh, I know. I'm asking the hard questions tonight. Texas. Hi, Suzanne in Texas. What about you, Victor? Who do you got? Carol in Texas. Texas well represented. Andy, you want to keep the Texas train going? Who do you have there? All right. Who was it in North Carolina? Diane in North Carolina. What about you, Jess? Hi, Debbie. Debbie's calling from where? We got our gals ready to shop, ready to save. We have 2 left. 2 pairs, 60 seconds. Oh, thank you, Kirsten. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Aren't you the kindest? Thank you very much. All right, we still have a fire opal pendant coming up. Bottom of this hour, we'll get into the fire opal with pink and white diamonds. Way to go. Way to go on the tansy earrings. What color? Yellow over there. Oh, look at that fire opal. Pink and white. Yes, it's pink diamonds first, white diamonds outside of that. Gorgeous, bright, bright cherry. Like a neon orangey red in that fire opal. So elite. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm glad you're loving the Tanzanite studs. They are on their way. We have now 1 pair left, 24 seconds. Which will end first? Will it be our quantity of stones? Will it be our fabulous clock? I don't know, but we are going to find out. That's a beautiful earring. And then, of course, the Razzle Dazzle, a blue wing block D cut to the round. They would not do that unless they've got great round cutting to really make it happen. So that's a beauty there. And would you like to see that Brazilian Paraiba? I've never seen such a defined Brazilian crystal, but it's a very large crystal. And okay, so this is it, guys. Last call, and it looks like they may be gone. They're a huge, huge value. Thank you so much. We do have more on the way. Don't forget about that Tanzanite, by the way. We have few of our first hour items are still here, by the way. Blue Star Sapphire, Coral by the Yard, the Sapphire collar. Ooh, the sapphire and diamonds in the collar. The big 20 karat Tanzanite. Oh, the Tanzanite drop. So now that you've seen both, it's all my Tanzanite earrings for the day. So if you want to go back and get the Tanzanite emerald cut drops, you may, if you're more comfortable with the stud, or maybe you want to do both. Can you imagine if you got the drops and then let's say you had a second piercing? Or heck, if you like our earrings so much, I know many shoppers here by name that actually they got a second piercing just because they loved our stud so much. They said, I'm going to wear my drop in my first, I'm going to wear a stud to follow, and I'm going to go ahead, and TVON has actually made me get another piercing because I want to wear more of the earrings. So I know many of you have done that. So here's where I could just imagine those earrings and a second piercing, maybe with those drops in the first, and mix and match and play as you want. Then there is going to be a Tanzanite ring that is new. It's going to be $1 trillion, and it kind of looks like a smaller version of what I had last night that debuted. That was a 1248. Look at that. Oh my goodness, the same gorgeous color in a very modern contemporary design with diamonds as well. So we'll see that because the diamond weight was a little light on last night's despite it being a huge size. Tonight, we're going to make up for it. And then we do have that Mandarin next top of the hour is the big Mandarin and the signature mounting. The signature mounting has now gone over $10,000 in cost for the first time ever, but we're going to take care of you there. Okay, so we still have some backed up calls, so I don't know if that last pair's gone because a lot of people are picking up pieces from the first hour as well. So we've got a lot of pieces from our first hour going out. And then we have a lot of the earrings going out and a lot of new registers that are just now. If you're a brand new register, talk to us about different promotions going on. Get registered with us. You might get a credit. And you can. We also have a great referral program. So if you've referred somebody, make sure they let us know so that you can get in on a referral credit as well. But take a look at that. That is cool. It almost looks like the letter D, does it not? It's a crystal of Brazilian Paraiba. This is mine from Brazil, but it's that big blue-green crystal that is, well, essentially, I wish we had a carat weight on the crystal itself because that is so impressive because I bet you it'd be the largest Brazilian stone we've ever had. This is that original find and original source of one of the world's rarest stones. Keep calling on the Tanzanite earrings. Check with your operator to see if those are still here. Now we get to talk about a piece that I've flashed a few times just in anticipation. Had the pendant to start the show. This is triple, actually 112-8196, and a beautiful, big, rectangular cushion cut, because they're cut in cabochon, which is another French term. So maybe we decide, maybe we spend a little time in Italy, and then we go over to France and we hang out there for a while. But that's the 288 in this cushion cut, and it's also a Brazilian Paraiba in quartz. And it's yet very defined. Sometimes the crystals are a little bit murky. Sometimes they're a little bit like little specks or little dots or like freckles in the stone. Here's where you're getting just a big old chunk of the Brazilian Paraiba. Let me show you from different angles here because actually we'll go from behind too and look at this all the way through. And then it's embedded in quartz, which of course is a natural stone in its own right. It's got a carat 24 in diamonds, and it's one only in the white gold. So pretty special. And we don't see a lot of diamond weight traditionally with our Brazilian Paraiba tourmaline in quartz. I know it's confusing because it's like two different stones in one, and it really is. It is two stones, one within another. So it's really pretty cool. It's kind of like when you see the gold quartz where there's precious metal in quartz, but this is actually all precious gemstone material, one in another. Okay, and we're going to blow them out, and we still have earrings going out the door, it sounds like. Yep, I'm still fine. Who was that over there that got a pair? Any new registers? Who was it? Hi, Carolyn. Another Carolyn. Okay, Carolyn from where? Florida. Hi, Carolyn in Florida. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Tanzanite studs. Let's get to this one, and let's make it very, very, very affordable so that you can try it. Because I know this is not a stone that you're sitting there right now, and I guarantee you everyone in the world's going, I don't have one of those yet, except for maybe 20 of you, because I've only had 20 or so of these stones leading up to this point. So I know the majority of you watching probably don't yet have one, or maybe have yet to see it, or be introduced to this incredible stone. And now you get a chance to get really what we've seen the 71 pointer go for, tens of thousands of dollars. We had a 51 pointer in our Brazilian Paraiba once upon a time as well. That was very expensive. It was about $12,000, $13,000. Now you're getting, who knows what the actual carat weight is, but it's large. And yet you don't have to pay even $88.88 for this ring. Huge value right now, and there is only the one. It can be in the white gold, or you can change it up. I really love it in the white gold, but if you want to do yellow rose, you may, and it's actually going to be better than $44.44 because it's all about discounts tonight. Even though it's new, I know it's the best of all worlds. Instead of take the tired and the been here, done that, and seen it a million times and discount it, let's take the new and discount it just the same. That way everyone's happy. And we don't have to do $44 or $39.99. There's only one. I'll blow it out for just, make it $2,999. That is it. And there it will be, that fabulous Brazilian Paraiba, a big, 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 big look. And then you see how the colors, sometimes it's pure blue. Sometimes it's the really traditional blue-green that you're seeing, and then sometimes it's just that bright blue. All in, that's essentially one crystal there. So it's very defined. You can see, imagine if that had been, one option would be to actually, basically mine that out of the quartz and then, you know, facet it and polish it and put it together. But instead, it's such a cool, organic, fabulous, one-of-a-kind way to get this specialty collectible stone and to get it for very, very inexpensive pricing like that is at $29.99. So I encourage you to grab it if you like it. We've got a big heart-shaped designer ring coming up as well. We also do have the conch pearl, a new one. Have some other earrings that are diaspora drop earrings. Also, you'll see those, and then that big Tanzanite. Oh, it is just modern, super cool, heavy gold. Oh, I am digging this Tanzanite. Wait till you see it. So bottom of the hour, we'll bring out the Tanzanite. You know what's happening? Actually, I said I'd do the fire opal. So what do you guys want to see first? Maybe the fire opal now? Let's do it now. We'll do the fire opal now, then the Tanzanite at the bottom of the hour, and then the Mandarin at the next top of the hour. So we have a little bit of a schedule. Take a look at this. Fire opal with pink and white diamonds and a huge diamond bale. The last time I had something kind of like this, it was $69.99. Y'all went, excuse me, I can't do that. So we're going to do something wild here tonight. Item number is 112-7762 on the way. And this is our, yes, fire opal. Now, what I was saying before is one of the reasons, you guys are smarties out there, you understand and you know what's up, you know why it's important when you have stones that sometimes you have to consider the hardness and durability of a stone. We all know that. Sometimes certain stones in this world are just blessed with great durability, like for example, diamonds would be one of them. Diamonds have a nice durability because they're the hardest natural substance on earth. Isn't that nice? You don't have to worry about your diamonds. Don't cater to them, don't baby them, just wear your diamonds. It's one of the reasons why traditionally people get engaged with diamond rings, because they're tough, they're strong, you can wear them every single day of your life. Here's what we love about a fire opal. A fire opal, for as beautiful as it is, tends to be a little bit more on the delicate side. It's one of those stones that doesn't have that toughness that other stones like sapphires and rubies and diamonds do. So this is why a lot of people will shy away, and smartly so, if you want to wear your jewelry often, or if you're just a little concerned with, you know, the last thing you'd want to do is ever have one little knock on a desk or on a steering wheel of the car or a door handle and suddenly your stone could chip or crack. This is a beautiful way to wear those more delicate stones. Pendant, easy, no worries at all. It can be a softer stone and you're wearing a beautiful pendant that you never have to worry about. How am I wearing it? How often am I wearing it? It's just gorgeous. So here it is, our carat 80 fire opal. That's why a lot of people look for these designs. And then it has the one initial halo of the pink diamonds. That's going to be 13 points. And another halo of white diamonds, 66 points there. And we will bring it on down because I'm looking at the price tag. You know it. Well, it's not that different from where it was, $69.99. Tell you what I'll do. I want to make this a lot easier. Fire opal of that caliber is not like those dingy yellows. Dingy yellow. It's not, doesn't sound all that appealing, and they're quite frankly not. Most fire opals of this world have a very hazy tone to them. Not going to give you any look like what you're seeing here, where it is just firing on all cylinders, if you will. Bright, bright neon oranges and reds together, so that it makes this very distinctive color on its own. Let me show you from a distance. I want you to see how it measures here. It's going to be 1.25 inches top to bottom, maybe a tad bit more. I want to try it on the neckline for you as well, so you can see how gorgeous this is going to be from a distance away, to really appreciate the size that you're getting, the color it is in a little bit more of a traditional light source here. And this will be, oh, look at the big, I love the big diamonds too. They carried through the same larger diamonds you have in that outer halo are carried through the bale as well. So that really does look lovely. And obviously it didn't skimp on that. Let's go back to the wheel. Let's show you what we can do. I know we don't have a caller here because it says $6,999 and now it's got a fingerprint. So here, I can get that off easy enough. That's my job. I'm a professional fingerprint removal gal, but here we are. I'll make this even better than even 69. I think this might be time for a good old-fashioned auction, because last time I had a pendant in a pear shape, it was an aqua just about an hour ago. What did I do? Brought it down, didn't bring it down enough, so I just put it on the auction block. That got the job done. We had 2 bidders and 2 bidders only. By the way, this is a great time to participate in auctions because, you know, a lot of people were shopping up a storm during the sale and have kind of like, you know, kind of slowed their roll and said, okay, I'm gonna not watch for a minute. You have lesser competition, which really helps you out on an auction. So you can end up stealing things for a lot better price than you would have even scored during a huge sale event. And that is the case right here and now, and I will prove it to you, because I'm not going to start at $5,000 or $4,000 or $3,000 or even $25,000. And how many times do you know, and you know that fire opal looks bigger than the carat 88 weighs. Please understand that. If you're going, I don't know, that seems to be a disconnect, it sure does. But that's what opals and emeralds and a lot of stones that are less dense do. They tend to look a lot larger than they actually weigh, and this is a prime example. So you see it there. Let's make it better than 25. I want to get callers, and my last auction last hour, I had 2 whole bidders, 2. I want to get a little bit more activity than that even. So let's go even lower than 25. What about $2,000 to start? And then we'll go in $100 increments. Sure. $100 increments. $2,000 to start. A 60-second, you know what, wait. Before we do a 60-second clock to get it going, I want to make sure that we get a lot of people in. Remember that commitment to getting a lot of people the opportunity to own this fire opal, get a special piece, own a special piece, have that designer pink and white diamond look together. It also means rose gold and white gold together. You see the prongs of the fire opal are also rose. Then they just flow on in and match the perfect pink diamond setting as well. You can see that it's got that big bail too. So yes, it's going to be diamonds by the yard appropriate. All your bigger, chunkier chains, whether they be rose or white, are going to work. But we'll make this even better than 2,000. Oh, I should not do this, especially when I think we can all see there's 79 points in diamonds overall. Pink and white, we break it up because we want you to know specifically what each color is going to represent. It's got the big fire opal, which in this color are extremely special. They are extremely rare. They are extremely high quality. So you have all of that happening, and it's not going to be $2,000 because I want to get everybody in on the phone lines. And I want to really give you the chance to own a fire opal. If you're going to get a piece of fire opal jewelry, my recommendation would always be a pendant. Always, every time, without fail. So let's make it even better. Not 2,000, not 19, not 18. Come on in. This is the night to be a part of an auction. It really is. This is the time, and we're almost halfway through the show. This is the moment. You've got to be in, ready to go on these phone lines because we're doing wild things. We're making deals happen. It's not even $1,800 or $1,700 or $1,600 to get it started. Let's go $1,500, and then we'll go up in $100 increments from there. So how does that sound? It's a $7,000 piece. We've got all the way down to $1,500 to open, and it'll be very surprising if we get like 18 billion shoppers and callers, because that's just not how the auctions are working these moments. So this is your chance to pick it on up and go ahead and give us a call if you want to give us the open. You might just be on the fast track to get the deal of a lifetime on a fire opal with pink and white diamonds. And then we have our Tanzanite coming up, and we have our big Mandarin garnet. I know there have been intimidating big Mandarin garnets lately. I get it. They're very pricey when you find them, and we're going to help you out with that. So we're going to bring a very beautiful museum collectible Mandarin garnet coming up at the top of the hour. It's in 35 minutes. We've got at the bottom of the hour the new Tanzanite. And no open. Okay, so let's move along. Conch pearl is here. Do you have a big heart shape? We've got a big heart shape too. It's a big heart shaped designer ring. It's all diamonds. And then we have our new Panther. You want to see it? It's all rubies and emeralds and diamonds in 18 karat solid gold. Let's take a look at that one. And then call me on this one if you'd like to go ahead, and I don't know if you want me to return to it, we can do that. But look at this, new as can be. That is one high shine 18 karat gold Panther piece. 1125064 is your item number, and it's grasping on to that beautiful horsebit style with diamonds interlocking inside, ruby eyes, diamonds along the head there, the emerald collar or necklace, depending, boy or girl Panther. It's 1125064. It's 38 points in emerald, 7 points in ruby, 27 points in diamonds. And let's show it on. And remember, it's 18 karat solid gold. So going with the, and boy, does it feel it too, because there's a weight and a density to 18 karat gold that you just don't get with 14. And it's true, it's just, again, heavier, pure, higher purity of the gold. So 75% pure as a matter of fact. So it's always important. And it's going to look good from every angle because you've got the emeralds on the one side, you've got the diamonds up top, and you see the really bright, fierce, gleaming ruby eyes, and then the diamonds on the other. So it really balances it out and really gives you something to look at all the way around, from top to side. And we're going to make it really affordable because why not? Just send it out in the 18 karat gold. There is only one, and we'll do something a little bit wild here for you and make it really easy. And don't forget about the Brazilian tourmaline in quartz as well. That's one that I know should go. Those are highly collectible. I know I could take that to Vegas next week, and there'd be a line around the entire convention hall looking for that stone. So it's very, very pretty, very rare. Let's go ahead and make this really simple right now. The very first caller takes it. We're going to do it for only $14.99. Yeah, just a quick little, quick opportunity, quick discount. We've got some really special museum pieces as well when it comes to rings, like a ruby spray ring and an emerald and a beautiful imperial topaz as well. So lots of beautiful things. And of course, I don't know, is this asking too much? If you have a request at all, we'd be happy to go find something you need or are looking for. And plus we have a couple great items from our first 90 minutes that are still here. So let me go all rubies and diamonds here. No Panther, but this time one beautiful ruby and a lot of bigger diamonds throughout this designer piece in one only. And then I promise right after this, we'll get to our Tanzanite, which is new. And I'm so excited about it. But this is the ruby pear shape, and what a gorgeous color and just what you want. Now, if every ruby looked like this, everybody would be obsessed. The truth is most rubies look kind of brown. They look kind of opaque and brown, and they could look like a, they almost look like, what are those stones? Those like a tiger's eye or a sunstone. You know those stones that come out of Oregon that are like sunstones? They kind of look like that sometimes. There's not a lot of rubies that bring you a pronounced red, a true red, a bright, bold red with a clean clarity so that you can see through it and it looks like a red diamond. That's really what I think we specialize in, a lot of things, but ruby's one of them. And so if you are in the market for a ruby, you really want to check out ours to see how we can make something really, really important. And that's what this is. And that's, bringing you quality like platinum and 112-7096, platinum style, carat 02 in the ruby, beautiful blues and reds, and a carat 18 in diamonds. But look how big those diamonds are. I mean, most of the carat weight, I should say, is really accomplished by getting those big marquise cuts. 5 of them along the one side, the one tucked in on the other side, the beautiful, almost like feathery kind of peacock plume of gorgeous stones this is, and making up that platinum design. So it's carat 18 in the diamonds. The ruby itself is 102, which is always tough to get a ruby over a carat because they are chromium rich stones, so they don't necessarily grow in large sizes very easily in Mama Nature. So this one being, again, this one's the Mozambique stone, and here's what we've got. This reminds me so much. Anybody else think about the Mozambique unheated we had? Remember that last night? Maybe you weren't with me last night. Okay, admit it. Were you not here with me last night? Did you miss last night's show? Did you skip out on me? Did you forget? Did you say, sale's over, nothing good to see here? Well, you missed out on a big show. Well, here's the Mozambique that looks like the unheated that we had that was so much money and didn't have quite these big array of white diamonds. And there's a lot of folks that really just want white diamonds to go with their ruby, and I'm with you on that. Love the white diamonds. Couple ways to wear it. If you want to have it facing the other way, you can, like that. I kind of like it the other way, but again, you're going to play with it, see what you like better, but we're going to make this really affordable, and guess what we get to do? Make it a huge discount in value. I'm going to flip it the other way again. Again, this is platinum, stays in platinum, beautiful ruby. When it's on the hand and it's still glowing like that and you can actually see through it, that is a huge testament to the clarity and therefore the quality of that ruby. And yet, it's not even going to be that $19,999. Wow. I was just noticing our bags are totally different. Is that our new system, Andy? Is that what that's about? It's like, wait a minute, there's a bunch of things missing on the bags. Oh, okay. Okay. Just noticed. Got so caught up in our sale event and everything else and all the new items. Something's different here. It gives me an opportunity to drop and reduce prices even more for you. So this is where, because I know there's a transition going on. This is a little behind the scenes, like inside baseball stuff. But it's going to help you, because when there's a transition in the computer system that we're using and the input and the way that your orders are input into the system, I can really do whatever I want, and I'm running with that opportunity tonight. We're seeing a lot of big discounts as a result of that. Here's how you do it. Here's how you get your rubies. Here's how you get a designer couture level ring that looks like the ultimate cocktail ring. Can you imagine walking into the room wearing that? Index finger, middle finger, ring finger, wherever. So stunning, and yet it's going to be only $2,999. You know what? Let me keep going. Like I said, let's run with it. Let's roll. We got to go all the way down, extra low. We got the Tanzanite coming out to play next. What if we go even lower than 29 or 28.88? Or how about 27.99? Are we talking now about value? I think so. We're going to go even lower and make it $2,777. One caller only. $27.77. That would be it. And then we're going to show you the big Tanzanite, the trillion, the new one, the wow. It's a coming. So make sure you stay with me. It's coming up, and then that Mandarin coming up at the top of the hour in about 28 minutes. So we've got a whole parade of brand new incredible items for you. Conch pearls here. Blue Zircon is here. I got a blue Zircon that's a lot larger and real gemmy. I know we had a smaller one last night. I wanted to bring you something bigger, so we'll bring that. And Diaspora earrings in drops. They're here. They're also going to be affordable. So a lot to get to. That ruby ring needs to go at $27.77. And then let's get to the Tanzanite. I have been waiting for this. I am just thrilled about the size, the quality. This museum reserve was set aside a long time ago. And to think it's been here in a box, all on its lonesome, just all by itself, loose stone sitting in a beautiful wooden box, waiting to be set. How do you set an important 5 carat plus museum reserve trillion? One of the more in demand and one of the ones we've seen fewer than any other cut we've had in Tanzanite. Welcome to it. A brand new designer mounting. I flashed it once or twice. We're ready to see it and really dive in right now to 1128211. It is fantastic. Look at that stone. Wow, what a gem. Museum reserve, never seen it before, and we have designed this mounting specifically for this stone, which is our 517, which I know is a size a lot of us really anticipate and look for and request and want. It's pretty wearable. You know, it's still going to be that powerful, amazing color, but it's still going to have a nice look to it. You get to see size, but not oversized. I think that's always nice to have in a ring. It's our 517. It is a trillion. It's got that nice, subtle, rounded corner to it. So the sides are not as stark as some trillions. Trillions can be very different. You know, it's still that 3-sided stone, but they can all have their own personality. This 517 has a subtly rounded side to it, the big diamonds, and they are big. 5 individual diamonds making up 31 points in the really big diamonds. Impressive look there. And of course, that would mean that each and every one of them is about 6 points, but actually a little more. Jason, go ahead. What'd you pick up? Okay, thank you so much. Here we go. So we've been waiting on this one. We've been excited about it. We've been thrilled about it. But is there anything that can marvel a museum reserve Tanzanite stone? I don't think there's a single thing out there. And there's a lot of folks that have seen them, own them. Some of you have 50 of them, 60 of them. I talked to somebody the other day. She said, you know what, I've never reached out, but I had to tell you I have 83 of your Tanzanites. 83 Tanzanites. And I'm glad she let me know, because she's not only collecting, she's giving them to family members. She's giving them to granddaughters as like the college savings plan, right? Because she's going, you know what, in today's day and age, I think that's the safer, my safe bet, to put my money in gems and diamonds and gold. And I honestly, it's really a special look that you're getting with these museum reserves. And again, when they're gone, nobody else has them. And when we finish out with our supply and selection, what are we to do? I'm not going to bring you block C's. I'm not going to bring you, we can't do faux. We don't do that. So this is where you've got a last call, and we've been saving this stone for a very, very special design. And here it is, that very special design. And that 31 points, but again, making it wearable. Lots and lots of gold. That's what isn't always expressed up there, but you can see here with this side detail, and yes, it's asymmetric. It's a really wide side over on this angle. It's a little bit more narrow, but still, look at that. It's bold. Bold gold, great look in the stone. Here's what I've got to do. I'm thinking we give you the value of a lifetime on a 517. I've got to. And it's so much gold, and everybody's wondering, well, how do you guys make jewelry affordable still? Isn't that a little wrong? I mean, jewelry, we've all paid attention to what's going on elsewhere. We've seen fine jewelry at our favorite designers or the other shopping networks you flip through and see and go, oh, there they are, good. Look at that price, look at that going up. Here's what we can do to maintain those values you're here for. It can be done in white gold or yellow gold or rose gold. I would suggest white or yellow, as I did with the earrings. It would still look gorgeous with the earrings, because even though the earrings were rounds and this ring is a trillion, beautiful together, same kind of flash and fire. This is really for the folks that want great brilliance, but also want to still maintain that gorgeous saturation level. And it has got a big price tag. I've got to say it. I mean, you can't even, I'll take it, because if I go to a museum and I start asking prices, they get a little weird, and then the security comes and starts walking up and is like, okay, escort her out. You know, you can't really, and you know this, you can't go into a museum and buy something. You just can't. So there's technically no price point. There's no comparable. There's no expected price. There's no per carat on something that is of a museum level. There is none. And what I'm about to do is give you the price of a lifetime on a ring that's designer and bold and beautiful and feels good. You know, isn't that important too? Jewelry becomes part of us. It becomes part of our everyday wear. It's got to feel good and be comfortable and all those things. And we got the really big, delicious diamonds there inside that channel along one side. So it's, again, modern art meets great museum level Tanzanite, and you've got a chance to own it right now. And it will not be even the $11,999 that it is slated to be tonight. We're going to go a lot lower and put it on the auction block, and I need callers. Let's get callers. Let's get everybody in. It's a major stone. I would say it looks bigger than 5 carats, 17, but a really impressive color, and you don't see any other trillions. I have the 1248 I brought out last night, and that's it. Now the 517. So if you are somebody like myself who loves the powerful beauty and the flash and the saturation and the neon of a trillion, here's the way to go. And it's going to be better than even $11,999. And I really shouldn't do this because it's under cost, and you have to understand when I say those words, I mean it. I'm not just saying it. I know that everybody says that these days, but listen, this is happening on an auction. And I've got to do something to get the phone lines ringing because we can't leave all of our jewelry here. It's new, it's fresh, and it's fabulous, and it's for you. And so, you know, when you're coming off a big event like we did, we still have to find ways to make the new, as new and fresh and fabulous as it is, we have to make it affordable. That's what this auction is about. And that's why I'm doing this. Otherwise, I got to leave it at 12 grand, and that's going to leave it here for a while. So let's take it even lower right now. Let's make it better than even 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, or 6. I've got to send this out. It is as bold and designer and high quality as it gets. It's not 5, it's not 4. I know I'm going too low. I don't want to hear it. I just want to make sure we move some jewelry and get the whole world talking yet again about that TVON can take everything that's happening in the world and they can literally say, the heck with it. We don't care what's going on with all those up prices and up increases and everything else. We don't care. We're giving you value. We are committed to value. We are bringing it to you no matter what. So let everyone else do what they got to do, but we are known for our quality and value. So if we can't bring that, then we better just there's no point. We shouldn't be here. If we can't still bring you those values and that quality you insist upon, and it's not going to be $4,000. I got nobody talking about it. I'm going to do a $10 increment on this one. I haven't had much luck with the $100 increment, so let's go. Let's go $10 on the increment. Let's get it even lower. How about $3,500 with 60 seconds to get it going? And welcome into Thursday night. We're with you 3 nights a week. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we're with you on the weekends during the daytime hours from 10 to 1 Pacific time. So we've got 5 shows a week, 3 hours each show, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, Saturday and Sunday days. And we're looking for $3,500 to get this thing started. And bold gold. And no matter what size you get right now, it's only about a 5.5. So they're making it for me because obviously it's, why not? If it's new, they made it for me. So it's a 5.5 right now. So it's not going to be as much gold as, let's say, if you get a size 7 or a size 9 or a size 10 or a size 11 or whatever you need. But I will tell you, that is one of those heavier gold bands. Look at how beautiful this is, how wide on each side. And then this one whole channel, that's 5 stones individually set within 2 bands. So what that means is it's literally a groove of gold and the diamonds are set within it. We have no open at 35. I refuse to accept it. This is one of our stars. This is it's equivalent to when the big movie stars make a movie, right? It's one of those big franchise type movies, and it's supposed to be that instant blockbuster, and they've been advertising it. They've spent hundreds of millions of dollars advertising it in crazy ways, and then it opens on the weekend, and the opening weekend, and the film grosses like nil. And it's a big boom, let down. That's what this feels like. This is that beautiful, bold, brand new. It is that incredible quality, and yet we have no open at $3,500. And it's probably not because the ring's not good looking. I don't think it's because the stone is lacking. I don't think it's because you're going, I don't know if I can wear that. It's a bold style. It's wearable every day. It doesn't do the same double halo. We've seen that. I've made those for 6 years. Double halos, bridge mountings. We're beyond that. If we're going to make new, it better look new. That's how I look at it. If I'm going to make new, do I want it to look like all the 8,000 pieces I brought to you? No, I want it to be new. This is new. This is fresh. Let's go even lower than 35 because I'm not going to take no for an answer on this one. We got to get it a home. We got to move it out of here. And it will not be 35 or 34 or 33. If we got to go under cost again, we'll do it again. If we need to go further under cost and further away from even meeting the moment and meeting the actual manufacturer's cost, which is us. Don't think I know the manufacturer's cost? Well, we manufactured about 30 feet from where I'm standing, so we know it. We know it, and we know this is too low. But I've got to give it away, and I'm going to find a way to give it away. That's my job. My job is to stand up here every night and talk about jewelry, educate you, and maybe even sell some jewelry along the way. But you know what? If you got to take pieces under cost to do it, so be it. Still got to make the money. Still got to bring it in. Still got to keep the lights on so we can do it again and again. Otherwise, no TVON. Where are you going to buy fine jewelry? Are you really going to go to the other guys and pay 8 times the price for really bad quality? Heck no, I don't want you doing that. I want you to get the best quality. And I want you to save money doing it. That's the way I think you have to insist on quality, but know who to go to. They can provide that quality and give you a value at the same time. Do we have an open at 35, which I already reduced it to 33? Panther ring is gone. Panther ring is sold. It also means we still have no open, and I'm sitting here at $3,300 begging. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go and skip the auction and move on to something else. It's funny because I did like 2 months of a sale event. A lot of shows, a lot of hours, a lot of pieces, like literally 200, 300 items per day. And Tanzanites were one of the ones that were sticking around. I don't know why. And I'm just going to go on the fact that I think everybody has one, but inevitably there's a new shopper. Or there's a shopper who's been watching casually here and there who does not have a blue wing block tee yet. And now here we are at the end of the road, the final call, and we don't have 33. I'm going to go 32. How about 31? How about we just make it a clean $3,000? To get it started. The increment is not $1,000, it's not $100, it's $10. $10 increments. Take a look at this. Let's get it a home. And I will give it 60 seconds to get it started. But now we're at $3,000. And congrats on the Panther. Panther is gone. Now we're looking for the open on the Tanzanite, the 517 Museum Reserve. Best of the best, trillion cut. Look at all those reds coming through. Look at those blues, the reds, the purples, the big old diamonds in that channel right along the edge. Just could not be a more bold, gold, and Tanzanite look. And look at it again on the hand. Then we have our blue zircon coming up. Diasport earrings, top of the hour. Next hour in 15 minutes is the Mandarin. I don't think I'm going to have any luck with the Mandarin. Mandarin's like 8 times the price of this Tanzanite. But hey, we'll find a way. That's my job, right? I said, go up there, go get this piece out the door. We got to play matchmaker with jewelry and folks watching across the entire country. That's what I do. I'm just finding the right piece for the right person and vice versa. Right person for the right piece. If you're at all thinking about that Tanzanite, pick up the phone. Let's dial in. Let's get you started. $3,000 we do not have. We move along. That is here. If you'd like to go ahead and revisit the auction, we're more than happy to. I just got to get ready for our blue zircon. It's a wild blue zircon. I know a lot of you said, I liked what we had last night in that little stone. I need a bigger stone. And there it is, that turquoisey blue color we love coming up in a really designer band. Something else we love are the purple pink tourmalines. I've got one of those for you. We have the big diamond heart-shaped ring. It's designer. It's gorgeous. It's got a little edge to it. You know, hearts don't always have to be so like prim and proper and perfect. Look at this. That's a heart-shaped ring with diamonds made up of the rounds and the baguettes together. Take a look at that. You know what, we may be verifying on the Tanzanite, but I just want to preview this very large heart-shaped ring, which looks great from every single angle. And it's got baguettes and rounds together. It's 112-4854. And remember, you have a money-back guarantee on everything you shop for. Who got that beautiful Panther? Oh, okay. What happened? Not the Panther they were looking for? Did you tell them that it requires food and vet bills and shots and vaccinations and a spaying surgery and all that? Did you say that? Don't. Come on, Jason, tell me the truth. That Panther doesn't require anything. Yes? No, she doesn't. Jess, she doesn't need another Tanzanite, does she? Come on now. Does she need another Tanzanite? Is that, Jess, I have a question. This is a sincere, honest question. I want you to ask her. I want you to ask her just this. Is that a mercy bid? Is it a mercy bid? Is it just simply a mercy bid? Because that Tanzanite, I know, she's going, I feel bad for her. Poor thing. She's trying. She's trying. She's giving it her best shot. There is a value up here that even someone who's got, I don't know, a lot of our Tanzanites is ready to put a bid in to own this incredible 517. Does she have a trillion yet? The trillions are amazing. And I know we don't see them time and time and time again, which is probably why I like them so much. They're a little bit different. I like something that, you know, you don't see all the time. That's always how I've been in life. It's just call me weird, call me bizarre, call me odd, whatever. I like pieces that, I like cars that you don't see. In LA, that's hard to do. We have a lot of fancy cars out here. I like cars that not everybody has. I like fashion not everybody has. It's just my own personal style. I certainly apply that to jewelry as well. And that's what I think is the biggest differential here when it comes to our trillion, is that we don't see them all the time. We've seen very few out of even our fancy cuts. Does she want to go 3,000? Yeah, it's no mercy bid. I had to ask. All right, she really likes the ring, genuinely loves it, sees the value. All right, $3,000 we have the open. We have the open at $3,000. With the big diamonds, the fabulous wearability of the bold band, it will sell. So now I'm going to go ahead and we'll just give it a final 2 minutes here. I'm going to show you one more time. There's the one side of the band. I know it's got a little fingerprint to it. There's the other side. It is a beauty all day. We've got that secure setting. You can see those big prongs there, but nothing taken away from the stone. And remember what I always tell you. Usually I have to give the little disclaimer that whatever you're seeing on TV, you're going to see reds when it gets home in person. What does it tell you that you're seeing the reds up there on that wheel with those spotlights right on it, and it's already showing you reds? If you're thinking, oh, they must have upgraded their lighting, maybe they spent a little money on lighting and they got, no. It's going to be, no, there's a mat supposed to be here. I can't even get a new mat. My mat that's been here like 8-10 years, destroyed. I want a new mat. I can't even get that. We're not changing the lighting. It's just if we do those fancy things, like if I get a mat, we have to charge you more money. So let me suffer. It's okay, my feet are okay, you know, it's all right. It's just that every little detail, we'd have to charge them more. We get all fancy. If we had like a stage manager and 8 cameramen and all that, it's just me up here. Me and Tone's in the back, I'm up here, it's just us. Keeps the values. It's those little things that make a difference. Yeah, but you run businesses, you work for businesses, you know, that's how it works. This is how we bring you these values because, and then by saying, hey, it's a Thursday night, we're coming off a sale, we got to do wild values. We got to get you under cost discounts. That's what this is. But here's the deal. We have the open, so it's going to sell, so we're going to give it 2 minutes. If you want to participate, if you want to give yourself a shot to own it instead, you got a $10 increment. We got 2 minutes on the clock, and we'll sell it when the clock hits 0. So pretty simple and easy there. Pretty straightforward. $3,000. 3,000 and 2 minutes left to go. We're looking for 3,010 because again, this is how we make values happen. And by the way, if anybody wanted that Panther, that one you can go ahead and take the Panther if you want it. We've got our fabulous look at our trillion cut here. Looking forward to who's going to get it here. And of course, it's the last call. We've only got about 100 seconds counting down to get you in on that trillion cut museum reserve stunner. It really is a stunner. And if you think, oh, I can get Tanzanite anywhere, you can. You can get Tanzanite anywhere. You can get Tanzanite anywhere. But you cannot get Blue Wing Block D. You cannot get museum reserve. You can't even find, I don't know of anybody who has Block D anymore. I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have not seen genuine Block D. It's one thing to say it, guys, but you can tell. If it's light in color, if it's got big old fat windows in it, if it's got this weird kind of like fish-eyed look, that ain't Block D. If it's light in color and it's more just purple, it's not Block D. And there's a lot of people who tell you anything to get a sale. That's just not how we roll around here. I won't allow for it. I just won't allow it. So here's your last call. We have 49 seconds remaining. Our last chance on this auction in this Tanzanite ring, in this major opportunity right now. This is your moment. And it is at 3,000 and it's our last call. Final chance, final call, 30 seconds remaining. I will show you here on the hand one more time. Look at this. Oh, Kirsten, isn't that the truth? Kirsten, I don't know if you know this, but she's my role model. She's my idol, my role model. Sorry, Kirsten just shared something with me on social. And, she is my inspiration. She's my TV inspiration, my TV role model. And if I had the chance and opportunity to meet one person in the world, living or dead, it would be her. All right, so anyway, thank you, Kirsten, for sending that. I like that. Here we are, guys. 3,000 once, twice, 3 times. That is sold. Congratulations. We've got some Diaspora earrings to share with you. I do need some requests because I'm showing you all the new that we have, but they're not giving me a ton of jewelry. So again, moving a little bit, you know, again, to the point where we can have room and time for your requests. Oh, no. Are these not going to sit up for me? I don't know. They're going to sit like that for the moment. They're item number 1119074. And this is our Diaspora earring. And before they fall, I'm going to see if I can do the same with the other one, and that's a once in a million, so no, probably won't be able to do. No can do. But look at how beautiful this is. All right, so I'll hold one. I'll scooch it on over. Technical term, we'll scooch, scooch, scooch away. Okay, let's get that stage manager. Let's just charge more and get that stage manager, because otherwise we got this going on. Okay, who thinks we should get a stage manager, a production coordinator, PAs and all that kind of thing, right? Skip it. Let's just do this. 1119074 is the earring. Let me show you the length here. There's 270 in color change diaspores in the pear shape. Thank you everybody for being with us tonight. You got an inch and a eighth there, top to bottom. Post and butterfly backing at the top. It's a 270 with 20 points, so you're going to get the 20 points. This is what I always call the ribbon design. It's a double halo, but it looks like it's ribbon that's got one side in gold and one side in diamonds. And I'll pop one on the ear for you really quickly so you can see what it looks like. But it's also going to be an incredible value, and we'll just send them out in a hurry here. And I'm going to hold one up because I don't have the backings that are proper. So let me just hold one up for you here, show you what they look like, give you a little for instance there of how they're going to drape from that ear when you put them in and you have your backing on. And so that just gives you an idea of how that inch and an eighth drop goes. Let's take another look close up and I'll prop them up for you as best I can. But this is that rare color changing diaspore. So one source in the world, yes, but then you have that really special, you already saw it kind of going lavender. Here for the moment, you see a little bit of that green golden, then it's got those pinks and lavenders that come through as well. And that is going to be, let's see, let's do them real simple, easy, quick. $49.99 price tag. I can't do that. Respectfully, we got to just discount down. Got to make it old world pricing. I love the idea of going back in time. Just going to leave that there for a minute. I just want to show you the other one just to prove that there are two and that they do match and then they look great and they are just real finicky sitting here on the wheel because they have that little spiked stiletto style at the top and that gorgeous yellow gold, although you can change it, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. Any choice would be appropriate with a diaspore that changes color like that does, because let's not forget they go to pink and they go to like a pinky purple color. It's like a mauve tone. I say mauve. I'm a West Coast girl. I know some people say mauve. I do not say mauve. I say mauve. I don't know. We can debate that all day. I'm very into pronunciations, but yes, I say mauve. Take a look at this. I think it's a West Coast thing. I think it's West Coast versus like East and South. I don't know. I say mauve. Anyway, that's the color it turns to, is mauve. And we're going to make it better than even, you know what, I can't even do $2,500. They're diaspores. They're rare. They're one source. Let's make them $9.99 first caller. That's it. I'm going to see who's got them. 60 seconds. We got about 5 minutes till our last hour kicks off tonight. If you can believe that. We've got an hour left, still awaiting that first request. If you have anything you're looking for, let us bring it on out for you. You never know, something new might come out that you've never seen before too. But that's $9.99 if you'd like either the white, yellow, rose, but again, just one pair, one gorgeous pair. You can already see, that's why I'm moving them around a little bit, because in this light they play. You're suddenly gonna see, yeah, sometimes it's green, sometimes it's champagne, sometimes it's a little golden color. Other times you see the pinky purples coming through. We have them for $9.99, 40 seconds, or else I take the price right back up. Yes?
She said she had to have it.
Had to have it. 71. She gonna catch up with that. I'm not supposed to say her name. She asked and requested to be anonymous, but 71 blue wing block Ds. Thank you. Wow. I wonder how she stores them all. Probably they have their own vault, just the Tanzanite vault. Yes, that is just amazing. 71. Yeah. Sure, let's put them on again. Let's see, still got my earring out? Yes, I do. Had to make sure I didn't put my earring back on. Take a look at them on again. And I'm just squatting down here, so forgive me if I'm not sitting still here or holding them right, because I got a weird, awkward grip on them, but gives you an idea of how that 1 inch and an eighth drop is gonna be extending from the ear there. And they have that little mirror finish bar at the top there. So you get that mirror finish bar, and so you're gonna get a lot of shine off the gold, especially when you're moving, and you've got that beautiful drape. So back to the wheel we'll go, and then we go to our next item, which we're only about 3 minutes away from our top of the hour. We are gonna see that Mandarin garnet at the top of the hour, and I know I've told everybody to basically steer clear of it because the mounting now costs over $10,000 to make, so you're probably thinking, well, there's no way I'm going to afford that. That's why I'm showcasing it at the top of the hour, so we can make it a much different value than you would expect. So that's why I'm hoping that you'll stick around with me and wait and come check it out, see it. And then we do have that big heart-shaped ring, which I'll show you next. I had that on the hand, then we got our open on the Tanzanite, so we moved on. But that's our gorgeous earring for $9.99. Thank you so much. You will get the pair in white, yellow, or rose. Here's the heart-shaped ring. Now, I showed it to you on the hand. Let's show it to you here up close as well. This is quite something, and it is a major diamond weight, 2 carats exactly, 4854 is the number. It's going to be that asymmetrical heart design, which normally just done in a metal, in a design world, like high-end couture level. You've got a lot to love, but this one is completely covered in diamonds, both baguettes and rounds together, and it is item number, 4854. So let's get ready for a big value on this one of a kind, which is in yellow gold, and it will be in 18 karat yellow gold, 2 full carats, rounds and baguettes. I would say probably even as far as how that breakdown goes, probably pretty even between the rounds and the baguettes. And we've also got a very special opportunity for you here on this one of a kind. Stays in the yellow gold. It is the 18 karat. And yes, the big Mandarino is coming up. But here we go with this heart-shaped ring. I really want you to see it from side to side. The wide band it has, the great way that it's done on the inside, but that's the whole point. It's supposed to be like this puffy dome design, so very dimensional, really beautiful, and quite high-end. Nobody's going to miss that on your hand, as I do have it on the hand for you. So you can see all those different looks and all that great dimension that it brings. Remember, it's an upgrade. They get that 18 karat gold throughout, but you can still see the white diamonds looking as beautiful and bright as ever, even though they're in the yellow gold. And it is going to be a huge discount, an 8888 ring that is no longer, and that again, from all the side angles, you really can, I think, appreciate how much intense kind of gold weight there is to that gorgeous design, and it will be a lot better than 8888. First caller takes it for $3,999. You know what, let's keep going. We got now about 100 seconds till the top of the hour. So let's make this really easy, and not $38.88 and not even $37.99. We'll make it $3,777. First caller on the heart-shaped designer ring in a ton of 18 karat gold. And only a slight exaggeration on that. It's very close to a ton of gold. That is a big ring in 18 karat yellow. All right, coming up, well, the Tanzanite is spoken for. The earrings are spoken for. Well done. Let me know who got the earrings. This ring is not yet, but the 3777 ring, probably not long for this world. And there is the way you get a fabulous, fabulous heart-shaped ring. 3777, 18 karat solid gold. Let's get to our top of the hour. We got 30 seconds to go, and we've got the big Mandarin in the signature mounting. Can't wait for that. That's going to be happening. Oh, perfect. So Kirsten's on board with the Italy idea and the France. Oh, good. She's going to go both places with us. I love that idea. I do. Oh, Tony, did you say Modena? That's exact. Now, my brother lived in Modena. I don't know if you know this. He lived in Modena for about 2 years. He worked for, guess where? Ferrari. Yes, he was doing some designing for them, so he lived there. Yeah, I don't think you knew that, Tone. Yes, he did. He knows Italian. He speaks Spanish fluently and Italian fluently. And sometimes some English, too. Sometimes. Oh, man. I hear he's off to Switzerland now. I think he's going to be moving to Switzerland. I know. I leave the international travel to him. I'm stuck here on the 210 freeway every day. All right, coming up next is the Mandarin garnet. He's the fancy one. Take a look at this one. This is our top of the hour. Welcome to the show. That's a nice warm welcome in, isn't it? That doesn't make you feel all warm and tingly inside. Gemstones may not be your thing, okay? That is a beautiful, bright neon stone, and check that out. That's a wow. Come on in and get familiar with the signature mounting. And one of our best, 112-8179. A great way to welcome you all in. Thank you so much for being with us this evening. It's a Thursday night. We are live as usual. And yeah, we don't do tapes or anything like that. We're live with you. We're not going to abandon you and leave the sound on, turn the music on for a couple hours. We're just here, hanging out, showing jewelry, I love that. Just all about, again, whatever you need, whatever you want to request, just pick up the phone and tell us. And of course, some auctions here tonight, which has been really a big way to get some values. And so I'm Lauren, glad to see you guys with us on a Thursday night. It's our last hour though. This is when a lot of people tune in for the first time and then realize, oh my gosh, the show's almost over. So this is new, and this is really new, but it's such a dirty word now to say that, and I'm so sorry I said a bad word, new. The problem with new is that a lot of you immediately think if it's new, it must be expensive, because you probably heard what gold's doing and diamonds are doing, and you've watched what everyone else is doing, upgrading their prices every day. And I literally know people in the jewelry business that are literally every day upping their prices. And I just need you to understand that we do things differently here, and we have that opportunity to do things differently. Do you remember what we did with Sell It or Melt It? It was only a few days ago. The whole point is that we were melting down any pieces that didn't sell from the sale and creating new jewelry out of those so that you wouldn't have to pay enormous prices. Genius, right? Who thought of that? So this is the result of that really good foresight. And guys, nobody else could do that, because you have to have your own manufacturing facility to do that. You can't take someone else's jewelry and say, hey, we're going to start melting your jewelry. They're going to go, no, you're not. We can do that because we make all of our own jewelry. We offer our own jewelry. There are our own designs. There are our own stones. Everything is put together here from start to finish. It's put together here. It's sold here. It's shipped here. Everything done here. It gives you value no one else can do. So please don't hear me say new and think it's that dirty three-letter word, because it's actually a really, really good thing, and it's all about values, and we'll continue to bring those to you. So take a look at this. This is that value on a private collection. And as I said, the problem is I did a calculation. And with today's gold and diamond pricing, true story, with today's gold and diamond pricing, this mounting would now, for the first time, be over $10,000. The mounting without that big private collection, 220 Mandarin garnet. It used to be $6,200, then went over $7,000. Well, diamonds and gold have been going up, and while we've been discounting all of our prices for you, diamonds and gold have continued. Now, that's a 220 Mandarin in the middle that is not factored into the $10,000 mounting price tag. You're hearing $10,000, $10,000, $10,000. Can I tell you why it's not going to be $10,000? I did the calculation. It is supposed to be $10,000. If we made it today, what? If we made it today with new gold that was purchased today, if we made it with new diamonds that were purchased today, but remember what we did. Those of you that participated in Sell It or Melt It got a twofold opportunity. I know nobody believes me and nobody can hear this and nobody thinks about it because we don't think about the future, we think about the present moment only. But that was the beauty of it, is that by virtue of things that did not sell during that event, they got melted down, that gold was repurposed. Remember, that's why it had to be a couple months long, was so that we, that whole time, could be making new jewelry and making it affordable for you going forward, despite what's happening with everybody's price increases, okay? So ours don't have to. And with that said, we plucked one of the important 2-carat 20 Mandarin garnets from our private collection so that it's bright and shimmering and neon and just amazing quality, and then added it into this gorgeous mounting, which is a classic that is fully finished on the inside, that has a carat 28 rather, in diamonds, and we're gonna make it affordable because that is my prerogative, okay? So that's what I gotta do, is make sure jewelry can still be affordable even throughout these new items. And so we've all worked together to make that happen for you. So now you have a chance, and watch this from the inside. This is a really beautifully situated ring. One of the classics in design, one that you're gonna love forever. That's why it's gonna be comfortable on despite its big size. And I don't mean big ring size. The ring size is gonna be whatever you need it to be. I'm talking about the ring that is a lovely larger size on the hand, as you can see there. That's our 220 Mandarin. It's got a carat 28 white gold, yellow gold, or rose. Truth is, you're not gonna be able to tell, not from that angle. It is covered in diamonds, side to side, and even really that's the only way to gauge any kind of gold color is to look at it through the profile. And now we get to bring you a better value than even $99.99, because that's a great value. It's under the cost of what the mounting would be if we made it like everyone else makes jewelry. Gold, by the way, is not a negotiable. That's the other thing. So while everybody else is screaming about gold, remember, it's not a negotiable thing. The gold market's the gold market. It changes and fluctuates by the day, but it is a set price. You can't know a guy or find a deal if it's real. The only way you can do that is by not getting gold. It's a plating, it's a mystery metal, it's a look-alike, it's faux. That's not what we do, obviously. Here's how you get the real deal, get the amazing style, get the look, get the clarity of that Mandarin, which is about as rare as it gets, and not spend $99.99. The only way to do this now, because I still got a $79.99 price tag here tonight, saves you a couple $1,000s off the mounting, gives you a 220 bright Mandarin for free. It's out of our private collection, so there's not a quality you can actually procure anywhere else out there. But I know something about you guys, and that $79.99 price is going to leave it here. And you're going to say, that's too rich for my blood, Lolo. So let's go even lower and lower and put it on the auction block, and I'm going to find a home for that Mandarin garnet. If it's the last thing I do, it's going to be getting a home in white, yellow, or rose gold in your size. Here's what it looks like again on the hand. And if you want a bright stunner of a neon stone, you need a Mandarin. You need a Mandarin garnet. They are second to none for their personality, their pop, their sparkle, their vibrance, all of that. And it's not going to be $79.99. I know we're out of practice on the auctions. I know we hadn't seen auctions in a long, long time. So this is where we get to really bring it all back. We're bringing auctions back. We're bringing value back. We're doing what nobody else in the entire world can do with fine jewelry, and we are bringing you a stone nobody else even has, and we're going to make it better than $79. Look at that price tag. $99.99 is a deal. That's a free Mandarin, still less than the mounting would cost today. But because we are smart, because we know, and because we have access to having our own manufacturing, because we can do all those things, we can make a value happen that doesn't exist anywhere else on the planet, and that is because we're TVON. No one else does that. Do you ever see a vendor standing here? Do you see somebody who brought jewelry from overseas? Do you see somebody talking about where they made it and everything's no, the quality is consistent. The jewelry is made here. The values are here and now, and it's not going to be even 79 or 7,000, 6,000, 5,000 or 4, going even lower than that. And now you get a chance to own really one of the elite collector's stones of the world today and send it out for even less than $4,000. That's what I get to do. And we're going to get you a great chance. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. We got callers dialing in. It's a $10 increment, by the way. So we'll keep that really conservative, and we'll go even lower than $4,000. And what were you picking up over there? Did she? That's fabulous. Is she a new shopper, or has she been shopping here a while? Did you get her birthday? Did you find out when it is? 2 days. Does that mean May still, or is that June 1st? I guess technically is it June 1st? Oh, the 31st. Wonderful. Well, Gladys, happy birthday to you early. Couple of days early. What a beautiful way to celebrate yourself. Thank you so much for choosing us to help celebrate such a special occasion. Wonderful, Gladys. Well, happy birthday. We'll be thinking of you on Saturday and wishing you well and a great celebration. And you know what? And this is, isn't jewelry a celebration? Even when maybe today, May 29th, may not be an important, impactful day. Maybe it's not the birthday or the anniversary or the day that, let's see, what are other monumental significant days? Birthdays and anniversaries are some of the big ones, obviously holidays. But every day that you wear great jewelry, I think really is a special occasion. Those are days that it should be treasured and honored, and that's what we can do. Is really jewelry is a part of who we are every day. It's not something we save and wait for to wear on special occasions. Jewelry is what makes the day a special occasion, and maybe today is the day that you pick up an incredible value on one of the world's rarest stones and save a ton doing it, and get it right now for even less than $4,000. Take a look at this. We're going to make the auction a little bit easier here. A really fantastic opportunity to get you a Mandarin. Got a lot of those Geminis out there. I know I've got like 5 birthdays on the 1st, which is Sunday. So it is a very big time of year here. So we've got, again, happy birthday to all my June babies coming up. Anybody in the last couple of days of May here, happy birthday to you as well. Let's get you a great value on this one. How about 39, 38, 37? 36. Oh, even back in the day. I remember when we started making the signature mounting here at TVON back 9 years ago, and how much it was then. $5,000 to make the mounting by itself without a center stone. Let's go $3,500 to get it started. And that's going to be our big Mandarin, the signature mounting. Then we have some blue zircon still to come. Any requests at all, let me know if there's something you want to see. We'll help you out there as well. But that is a beautiful bright Mandarin, obviously a collector's stone in that big private collection material that is so just hot. I mean, that's a beautiful color. It really is an amazing look, isn't it? And there's something so vibrant. It really is neon. If it was just a regular orange, that's not what this is. Regular oranges can be found even in orange diamonds, in citrines. This is really that neon. So there's an extra level it has where it's not just your basic orange color. Instead, it's very vibrant. It's very neon. You've got those bright yellow flashes coming through. I know we're a little out of practice on our auctions here, but that is $3,500 open. Let us know if you'd like to get that one started. Let's move on. I've got my conch pearl here. It's funny, you know, I look at this ring and maybe it's not a good way to transition from a Mandarin, because then I got like, you know, a pearl ring here with a couple of diamonds, and it's a very rare stone just like the Mandarin is, but that's just about as much money. And I think a lot of people are going to want to go with the value that you see here with the diamonds at 128, with all that gold and a bigger, bolder ring, the stunning 220 Mandarin that is just so amazing, and that's the way to get it, $3,500. All right, so we'll keep moving on. Got a couple last minute pieces here for you. We are in the last 45 minutes of the show. Now, there's a blue zircon, and some of you were with me last night and asked if I had anything a little larger, because I had this really tiny little pear shape yesterday, and we loved it because it had this bright turquoisey color like a Paraiba. That's what I have here. We found you a bigger stone, put it together, and have this really cool, almost reminds me of a Greek key design in the mounting itself, and it's in that split shank. That's going to be item number 112-8207, and it does have a carat 60 in the blue zircon. And again, any request you have, you can just tell us what stone you're looking to see. If you're looking for a category of jewelry, earring, bracelet, bangle, maybe you want a line bracelet, maybe you want a pendant, maybe you want earrings, drops, or studs, tell me what you need to see. We'll bring them on out so that we can help you. But that's going to be the 160 in the blue zircon, 59 points in the diamonds, in gold. We're doing this one in the white, the yellow, or the rose gold, and we're going to go 0 to start. $500 increments. Let's go see what happens. No reserve. 0 to start, $500 increments, just so we're not here like into next Tuesday. There we go with the carat 60, and one of the best of our private collection. There's a reason you don't see blue zircons just anywhere. So they're all mined out now. So if you went to go find one today, for those manufacturers that make jewelry new and fresh, you know, you're not going to find them. Blue zircons are something that only came out of Cambodia. And by the way, we have a big pink diamond. If anyone wants to see it, there's a 48 pointer here. Just saying. I'm looking at that right here. There's a big diamond. So 48 point pink diamond. But here we are with our zircon. 59 points in diamonds. That's a goose egg. That's zero. Nothing. Now, obviously, I can't sell it for nothing. Because then how do we decide who gets it, right? So we're looking for a $500 bid. $500 might steal it, could very well. With the kind of lack of auction activity we're having tonight, this could very well be the piece that you get at $500, just saying. We have no bidder yet. This is just, again, one of those little test the waters, let's see who's out there. If I give away jewelry, it's that field of dreams concept. Usually if you start giving away jewelry, eventually people are going to dial in. That's kind of how it goes. So now we're looking for an open at $500. Looking for $500. Maybe it's going to go, maybe it won't. That's fine too. It can always stay here. But when I have a ring that should be respectfully $48.88 tonight, and now it's at 0 and no open, that gets weird. Let's try it on for you as well so you can know what to expect. And I'm not going to limit you to the white gold. You can get the yellow or the rose as well. So whatever you want to do. Do we have $500, Jason? You've got it. All right, Jason's at 5. We're looking for $1,000. It's a lot of ring, beautiful artistic design around it. And I just want to get callers. Sometimes you just, if I'm going through these auctions, get nada, nada, nada. I just want to get the phones ringing. This is how you do it. Welcome on in. It's Thursday. Let's shop. Okay, let's save. Let's save. Who do you have there, Jason? You're our only bidder. I kind of imagine this. Gloria from where? Gloria's going to steal it? Where? Tennessee. One bidder. Well, we got the one bidder. There's one bidder out there. Well, Gloria, what's she going to do? She going to like put up a billboard in local Tennessee in her town saying, watch TVON, watch Lolo on TVON. I got that ring for $500. What's she going to do? Because I know we're under cost on this one. She knows that too, right, Jason? She knows that I'm not making a 14 karat gold ring with a carat 60 private collection zircon with a lot of diamond weight that's close to 2/3 of a carat. Does she know that that's not a $500 ring? Of course she does. Does everybody else know? And obviously, I never encourage you to buy something just because it's a great deal. But on this one, I kind of am, because it is that big a deal. I have said that for years and years and years. I'm a shopper too. I get it. I'm a shopper. I'm a shopaholic. I'm addicted. I'm a shopper. I like to shop. I like a deal, but we can't just buy everything that's a deal. But when it's fine jewelry that's a deal in the year 2025, when everything is crazed, and you've got an opportunity to get a beautiful collection grade zircon like this is with diamonds everywhere, and we have Gloria at $500 and nobody else. Now, just for the record, if I put that up at probably $29.99, we'd have probably 15 callers fighting over it. I didn't do that. And that's the beauty of this. And again, we did a sale for 2 months, no auctions. Well, it takes a minute to get everyone back in like auction mode, but that's what this is. And if you're thinking, she ain't gonna really sell that, there must be some gimmick or some trick, or I gotta pay some buyer's premium like $3,000. No, that's the beauty of pay tax if you live in any state besides ours. Our state is California. Most of you do, it's just a numbers thing. We broadcast all over the country and beyond. So chances are you don't live in California. Chances are, just a numbers thing. Do we have 1,000? I heard 1,000. Okay, so we got $1,000. We have 2 bidders now. So we do have 1,000. We're looking for 15. I'm going to give it a clock. I'm going to give it a 2-minute clock and we'll sell it. Whether Gloria wants to jump back in, whether we're just going to sell it with that, whatever happens, happens. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold in your size, shipped to your house for free. And of course, whatever you want in gold color is fine too. And that's going to be now down to our final 2 minutes. That's it. Andy, are you going to tell me who you have in the lead there, or do you not know yet? We've got $1,000. We're looking for 15. That is a beautiful, high-end blue zircon ring. And it is with a, yeah. Hi, Sally. Sally has got the lead now. She's got our $1,000 bid. And now we're looking at the next 100 seconds till it sells. And that's it. So our final call is now. Glad you're with us. This is the value day. You get values like never before. Truly, look at what's happening on that beautiful wheel with that gorgeous ring in a blue zircon. And I got to recap some things from our first few minutes because a lot of you were not here, right? We have that big Brazilian quartz. We have that sapphire collar. We've got our coral by the yard. We've got our little really sweet Brazilian Paraiba and quartz pendant. So we'll show you a couple recaps as we get down to our last 40 minutes. And we've got a final minute remaining. And no, this is it? Really? Are we done? I think we might be at 15 or we're just still verifying. So let's see what we got. Boy, that's a lot of effort to get no money, isn't it? It really is true. I mean, you got savings. Look at that 4888 ring. And we're at $1,000. $1,000. Conch pearls coming up. Sure enough, we'll show it to you. And I do have the last call on the, whoopsies, where did our little display go? Okay, display not happy. All right, here we go. This is the blue zircon. I'm going to show the Tanzanite earrings by request. We're going to show those again. I think we still have a pair left. That zircon is about as on fire. And you know what's funny is it looks like a Paraiba. So there's this term, and y'all have some Windex at home? You know, and they come in yellow and purple and white and all that stuff now, but the original color is a very distinctive bright blue. That's what always we classify as the best color of Paraiba. It's like a real Windex blue. That's a gemological term actually they use, is if you get Windex blue in a Paraiba, it's really ideal. I really think that blue zircon is the easier and better way to get a true like Windex blue color. Really, truly neon, you go here. The blue zircon, it does it better than most Paraibas do. So it's a high-end neon. Do we have $1,500? We do. $1,500. Back in the lead is Gloria. We've got $1,500 going once. I see the clock is out, so we're going to have to leave it between these 2 bidders here. And there only were 2. How about that? 2 bidders on an auction that we started at nothing. So here we go. $1,500 going once, $1,500 going twice. Do you want to go, Sally, does she want to go $2,000, yes or no? She's debating and verifying and holding on here. And let's see, I don't think so. Let's see. We got an awfully good value there. At only $1,500 going once, twice, 3 times. Nobody else? All right, that's sold. Congratulations. Let me show you this beautiful sapphire necklace again. It's our sapphire and diamond collar. Here it is. This is the sapphire collar that we had earlier this evening. I got a little excited because it was so new and fresh. And here it is, back for you in a beautiful look. This is going to be our item number 1128018. It's got a fabulous sapphire alternating with diamonds. And each link is going to be, you see there 2 and then 4 and 6 and 7 links in entirety, and they're going to actually, so you see it's kind of a custom fit because it's going to curve along to your neckline. So that's how that will look. And then of course it's platinum. It's got this great flattened, almost like a herringbone style in platinum, and that closure 16 inches. That's what most collars are. That's where we want most collars to be. A collar is really designed to sit right at the base of the neckline. So right about there is where it would sit on me, that 16 inch. And you see how it's designed to really fill in any neckline, or at least a V-shaped neckline. So it really looks like, because you can imagine the chain would obviously be under the collar. So if you were to see this properly on, all you would see would be sapphires and diamonds. It would create that look of an all-around collar, and instead, without the expense, because of course that would get quite pricey if you were doing that, and it is in platinum with that insert box closure and a figure 8 safety, so it's not going anywhere, and it is going to be less than that $10,000. We're so proud to bring you a collar of this stature, of this look, 7 individual, gorgeous royal blue sapphires that are just bright and vibrant, east-west set, diamonds as well. I want to show you up close, so now that you've seen it from a distance, let's also get in there and show you what each and every stone looks like. And is it one big diamond? Well, no, it does look like it. It was hard to tell there. It's actually a couple of diamonds set there in each of those squared off box links. There's that kind of herringbone I was telling you about. So a nice, really creates that solid, almost snake chain look. And each sapphire, we're walking you through all of them there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, and 7. The consistency in those beautiful royal blues. $10,000 it is not. We're getting it under $5,000, and it is not even $49.99. Just the one in platinum, stays in the platinum, of course, and we'll blow it out right now. It's going to be only $39.99. It's got to go. Then we'll recap our Brazilian Paraiba in quartz in the pendant. We had a ring as well, but there's a beautiful pendant here also. And then I do want to recap the Tanzanite earrings for you because we still have a pair left there. They were here way back when, about about an hour and a half ago. So we'll bring those back out for you. One of our very, very cool looks in Tanzanite rounds in the earrings with the baguettes and the rounds together. And remember, $39.99 to get that beautiful necklace right there and now. Also, here's that Brazilian Paraiba. This is the original source ever for Paraiba is out of Brazil. Here's the pendant embedded in. You can see there's different crystals there embedded in the quartz. It's item number 11282338. That is a one of a kind, as everything I have is, except for the Tanzanite earrings, which I am now down to one left. So even that is one left now. So here's our 170 oval Brazilian Paraiba crystals within the clear, almost like a translucent quartz here, so it's more clear than it is white. There's a little translucency or transparency depending on the area of the stone. 2 points in diamonds as accents there. On the one side of the bail, we'll take a close-up look at it. It's a simple wearable style, really classic in nature, and it's only going to be $6.99 to get it. So just want to recap that. That was how we started our show a couple hours ago. Want to give you a last look there, and then we've got those Tanzanite earring studs on the way. Tanzanite studs. We still have that conch pearl here to show you as well. Got some amazing tourmalines. If you have any requests for a certain stone or style, please let us know what those requests might be. We got plenty of time. We got a whole 35 minutes, and I've shown you just about everything I have here tonight. So that's where I want you to call us very, very quickly and tell us what you'd like to see before we go, because obviously it's a great time to shop with all these discounts that I'm bringing you. And that one's $6.99. Okay, let's take a look. This is our last look because obviously with one pair left, I don't think they're going to last. Chances are somebody's watching now that wasn't watching a couple hours ago that may have missed the presentation of the Tanzanite rounds in the hexagonal style halo, and baguettes and rounds together. 8225 is the number. Call me on the quartz, call me on the collar. The sapphire collar's got to go tonight. And there is our Tanzanite stud earring in the gorgeous rounds, and what a blue wing this is. Match pair. We took a museum reserve stone that was about 21 carats and we cut it down. So we had our amazing, we do have an incredible lapidary, world-class lapidary on staff who actually was able to put these stones in play because obviously we didn't have any rounds a few days ago. So we took and sacrificed one of the museum reserve stones that was of a bigger size, and this is the end result. A couple of match pairs of rounds. If you missed them, I know there's only one pair left, so obviously we may be verifying on that now, but it's got to go. They will go. I love them in the white or the yellow. I think the white gold's really doing a number here to show off those diamonds. It is bigger baguettes and rounds alternating to make that halo, and that is our 120 in the Tanzanite rounds, 60 points each. That is a minimum, so if you get 2 carats, please don't sue me, okay? I'm telling you it's a minimum. It is at least 60 points per stone. It is at least a carat 20 per pair. You might get bigger. I know the stones were not exact in carat weight. They never are. Because remember, you can have the same diameter of every single round, and they're all going to be a little different. So when you take that same diameter, put it on a scale, one's going to be 60 points, one's going to be 72 points, one's going to be 80 points. So they differ a little bit depending on the depth of the stone, because remember, stones go down into that culet. So that's the pavilion and the culet, and then the top is what you see. So depending on that depth, if it's got a little more depth, it's going to be a little more carat weight, a little heavier. So that's why I'm giving you a carat 20 minimum. That's what you're looking at here. Let's get them out the door. They're only going to be $9.99. Still one of the biggest values we have of the show. What's that? Of course I can. I did. I will do it again for you here. Let's bring them out and show you a couple things here. So they're a pretty classic size. We're going with the halo, so you get a little more than, obviously if it was just the stone, it'd be pretty basic. We're adding that halo with that hexagonal shape, so it really makes it more interesting here. This is what they look like against the ear. So you can really start to gauge what they're going to look like in size. And obviously you can rotate them how you want, because it is that centered post you see there. So you can rotate them if you want that flat side up top, or if you want to just rotate it a little bit. So I really like that point up top and bottom. And that way you've got a really even symmetrical look there. But that's how they look. So they really give you piercing coverage. They really fill in the lobe, but they're not going to be a drop. They really are a true stud, but a larger stud than most are. And they're not, that is a value. That is a deal. So let's take a look at them close up, and we'll see who's got that last pair. And remember, I'm good on I'm good on the gold because I have the white and the yellow gold. It's the Tanzanites that limits me. It's the match pair of rounds. That's why it's limited. There's also a gorgeous golden zircon here. Okay, last call. I'm listening to see who's got the last pair, because I know a couple of people are on other things. Jason, you're on something else, right? Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, that's a brand new register over there. All righty, last call. $9.99, just had to recap them. I love the vibrance of the stones themselves, but then the baguettes and the rounds, it gives you, what do we talk about? Sparkle and shine. We want both. The diamonds, we know diamonds to give us sparkle, but when you alternate the baguettes and the rounds give you a sparkle, the baguettes give you a shine. A bright, brilliant, you see off, look at how the light, watch that upper left, about 10 o'clock there on the left side. Watch how when the light hits the surface of the baguette, boom, right there. It just lights up like a mirror in sunlight. That's what the baguettes do. So this is really, really cool. It's just fabulous. Here we are. Last call, last chance, an amazing value, $9.99. Okay, so Jess, are you getting that last pair? Yeah. Okay, so we've got the big golden zircon coming up in the Christian Guide. I'm serious, that is a value. And like I've said, if you own any of our blue wing pendants, rings, anything else, anything, you own a blue wing, you need that round in your life, because that is an earring that still dresses it up with the halo, gives you the wow factor we love. We have 30 minutes left of the show. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. If there's anything you need to see again, let me know. We still have the sapphire and diamond collar in platinum that does have to go. We have the big heart-shaped ring with, remember, that was 2 carats in diamonds and 18 karat gold. Gotta go. This is our last call on the earrings. They have got to go. Did you have a question there, Jason? I can help you out. Oh, are you getting what? Oh, you said like I've got something. I wasn't sure what. Okay, we'll find out. What do you need, Jess? What do you want to see on the ear? Conch pearl, golden zircon. Oh, we did show it. We fully presented it, but I'll do it again. Sure, of course, absolutely. Here it is. Hope we don't even know who it was. Okay, well, here it is. Here's the Tanzanite pendant. I know. I'm going to move it back here. Hang on, let me go run around here and move that camera back so we can at least see all 20 carats 43 of that magnificent museum reserve gem. And keep calling on the studs because I don't know where those stand. I think Jason's on something else, Andy's on something else. So call me. We got a lot of busy lines here, but everyone taking other things from the show. So it must be last call on Thursday night. We're back tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Pacific. Be here. It's going to be amazing. And then here we are with the 2043 Tanzanite oval, 18 karat solid gold, 76 points in the diamond halo and the balo. I'm going to call it the halo and the balo. We got it all happening here. And that's going to be 18 karat. We even upgraded the gold for you. So this is a wild one. It's 2043, second largest pendant we have. Second largest stone we have left actually in jewelry is here. And it's only going to be, I still can't believe I'm saying this, there's a new price per carat in the wholesale market kicking off next week at the JCK show. I'm literally astounded by these block C's. I mean, this is wholesale dealer to dealer. You got to have a credential to get in. You're still paying about $5,200 for light lavender lilacs. What would they even get if there was museum reserve blue wing block D? I mean, isn't this something, do you guys ever find yourself thinking about it? Because I know I do. Can you imagine what the real world would do with this material? Now, we honestly can't give you a number. I can only give you comparisons that are somewhat similar because the real world does not have blue wing block D. It is only here, and I know we know that by now, but can you even imagine what a great designer, whether it's be, you know, all the big ones, so the Cartiers and the Van Cleefs and the Tiffany's and all of those, Harry Winston and Graf and all these amazing designers that are like really tip top. They have Tanzanites, every one of them does, and they're beautiful, but they are not blue wing block D. I'm sorry, they're not. They never will be, they can't be, and they're only here. But when you see good quality, great quality, deep colors, and you see Tanzanites out in the real world that have some good color, not the light lavenders, not the lilacs, but a little bit better. What do those go for? Well, in designer retail, we're talking about $25,000 a carat in some cases for a Tanzanite. I saw a 3 carat the other day. It was a 3 carat in a 3-stone ring, had a couple of little tiny diamonds on the side. 3 carat, guess what it was? It was $82,000. 3 carat. 3 carat stone. It was a nice color. Was it lavender? No. Was it blue wing? Heck no. It was a 3 carat, 80,000 plus, 3-stone ring. It makes me wonder, it really does. What would a store do if they had blue wing block D, if this color was available? I know it'd be a lot more than 25,000 a carat, and I know I'm not asking for 2,500 a carat. That's the miracle, and that's probably why you're here. Yes, go ahead, Andy. Up close again, sure. Francine, you got it. We'll show it to you next. This one, by the way, is only $99.99. So it's under $10,000, which is less than you'd pay for 1 carat in the fine designer world, and it's $99.99 for the entire pendant, fingerprints for free. That's what it looks like from a distance. That is your 1 3/8 inches. Let me show it to you on the neckline as well. It's got a nice big bail. So you can go ahead and put your bigger chains or your diamonds by the yard. Look at that. I'm wearing about as vibrant a royal blue as you can wear. And yet it looks pale and drab in comparison with the blue wing block D 2043. And that's the whole point. It's the best of the best. Let's go back to the close-up. Then we're going to show that beautiful sapphire collar again. But there's your Tanzanite. Such an enormous stone. And again, you probably got the room for it there on the neckline, whereas maybe 20 carats was on your wish list, but tough to do that in a ring and make it still wearable. So that's $99.99. Here's the collar for you. Look at this. I'm going to walk you through each section too, just because the consistency is key here. And I want to give you a little bit of an angle here so you can see them properly. Because obviously it sits awkwardly here because you're looking kind of from a bird's eye view. So I like to tilt it so you can see it properly. This is 8018. It's our sapphire and diamond collar, whereas you saw in the neckline, it really kind of peeks through any collar. We did just enough sections of links to make sure that you see always the good stuff. It's a couple of diamonds set at a bit of a diagonal and a square link, and then each one is 7 different links. Think of it like rectangles together with your 3. It goes diamond, sapphire, diamond, new link, diamond, sapphire, diamond, new link, diamond, sapphire, diamond, and each one, I should probably clean it up here. I've got fingerprints all over it, but here it is. And now we go back up close, just so now I just got them polished a little bit better for you because those stones are clean. So I want you to appreciate what those stones are doing. And then walking you through each row, we're going all the way off to the right here. And that's going to be with those diamonds, little texture around each link. So let me show you from, now that you've seen the up close on it, remember this is $39.99, which is a heck of a deal for a platinum piece like that. And then of course, each and every section is actually hinged in between so that it's going to have kind of that custom fit. So if you've got a really narrow neckline, you see how it can go like this on the hand. And then if it's a little wider, if it needs to be, it goes and extends out. So it's really going to be, you see the fluidity of the way these links are set together. So let me just grip it so you can see there how it's fluid. So it can be straight across like it was, or it can just do that little kind of smile like we like, because that's what it's, you know, obviously going to be that important piece. We don't want it stiff. We want it to sit properly on the neckline, and that's where we'll go. We'll show you one more time against the neckline here, and obviously you want to make sure you have it the right way, like I do not. So there it is. So you can see how it's really designed with a collar to have nothing but the stones, the diamonds and the sapphires really peek through. And that's the beauty of it. Thank you so much. That is sold. Well done there. Let's go back to our wheel. I've got a Zircon for you. It's quite a color. Look at that. I mean, again, important gems just have an aura about them. This one definitely does. Item number here is going to be, and don't forget to call me on that 20 carat. That should go get a home today. But here is the fabulous 1125681 gigantic golden zircon. It's an 8 carat 30, and it's rich as can be. Look at that beautiful color that you have there. It is, you know, we have yellow zircons. We do. We have lighter yellows and even brighter yellows, but then there's the richness of like a beautiful honey golden color. And that's what you have here in the 8 carat 30 size. Cushion cut, of course, rectangular cushion. Does have the diamonds all the way around it. That's the halo. And then we continue them down the sides as well for you. But it is enormously pretty. And watch what this does when it gets a little bit of movement and you can really see the light wrap through it. That's what I'm talking about. This angle right here. Look at that on the hand. So pretty. So vibrant. Double refraction still at play here, but still really just goldens and brighter goldens coming through. Look at that. It's outstanding. Look what it does. At the same token, did you notice when I go like this, you see the vertical, kind of that ripple of light north to south? Watch when I go like this. You see the same thing happen side to side. And so when you're just moving about your day, you're not moving robotically like I am moving right now. You are not moving like that. You are moving as a human being and a person. So you see all that razzle dazzle at the same time. It's cutting and brilliance playing with cutting and brilliance all the time. It's stunning and it's going to be affordable. Not $69.99 affordable either. And ooh, I like that facet pattern too. Did you notice it's even got some special faceting for the table? But when you really see it directly face up, look at, that's exactly what I was talking about. All flashing at the same time. Every facet lights up. We got to do better than $69.99 though. We got to move some jewelry in 20 minutes. Let's do it. Let's make sure everything goes, everything gets a home, everything must be spoken for. We still have that Mandarin. I got to recap that. Here's what I'll do on this one. If you'd like the golden zircon with that cushion cutting, that halo in diamonds, I will make this better than even $69, $59, $49. End of the show is here. We have 20 minutes. Let's go. Let's make it very, very affordable for you. And send it flying on out, and we'll make it better than even $39.99. That's an enormous zircon. They are what date the earth. They are billions, literally 4+ billion years old. So that is a stone with some history, some heritage, some panache. And it's also going to be better than even $2,999. So how about that? We're going to make it even lower. Come on in, everybody. Not 29, not 28, just one. So everybody dialing in, but only the first caller gets to take it. It's got a diamond-shaped table. I'm showing it right there. See how that light hits it? That's not a typical table. Usually a table and a cushion like that would be rectangular. This is a diamond-shaped table facet. Even just adding to this really amazing cutting it has, and it's not 28 or 27 or 26 or 25. We're blowing it out right now. It's $2,499. It's in the yellow gold, but you can switch it if you want to, and it is going to be one of your prize collection gemstones. No doubt about it. A beautiful stone. And it's only going to be $24.99, first caller on that one. So good luck. Call us early if you'd like to go ahead and grab that. You may. I hope you do. It's a beautiful stone, and it's very diamond-like in its presence, but very few diamonds would ever bring you that dose of color. And it's just as bright as can be. So that is $24.99. Let me know if you'd like it. We do have a really cool conch pearl, the Mandarin garnet I'll recap. We still have our Panther piece. I know we've got the Panther piece that came and went. So it's back though, so it's available for you. Oh, the emerald pendant. I think this one got a little excited to show this early as well. Got to show it to you again here. The emerald pendant in platinum with tons of diamond weight. Let's share that with you again. And then the zircon should go $24.99. Great value there. Here's a recap on our emerald pendant, the pear-shaped emerald Colombian, and it's Muzo Mine. Item number is 1128035, and that also is our platinum piece. It's a platinum 72 point, looks bigger, don't worry. We got the big emerald out of the Muzo Mine, that true, bright, vibrant grass green. It's got a fluted bail. All the diamonds, I repeat, all your 101 diamond weight is all tapered baguette material. Tapered baguette, super stunning, and it's going to be better than even, well, this was supposed to start somewhere like $69.99. We're doing better. I got to make sure we move everything we can, anything that you're interested in, let's blow it out so we can get it a great home. Before we go, here it is from a distance on the hand. It's got a great size, just about an inch there, top to bottom. That's what it looks like from a distance away. And I'm going to show you on the neckline here so you can see that size. Oh, and just the further away we go, the better that emerald looks. And it does. You're seeing it from a long way away. Does that look like a 72-pointer? Emeralds look at least double. Perfect proof of it right there. Not $69. You know we got this under $2,000. It's $19.99, everybody. One caller taking that one. I think our Zircon's verifying as well. This will be the next one to go at $19.99 for a gorgeous, everything in that pendant is diamonds around the emerald. Everything. It's just the bail that's going to be your solid platinum. Everything else is diamonds all the way around it. They're all tapered baguettes, no rounds. Just tapered baguettes. Look at that. And every single one of them kind of like staggered a little bit. Almost looks like in a way, it kind of looks like if you were really close like we are, it almost reminds me of a seashell pattern a little bit, but doesn't really look like that from a distance because it's really just replicating. It's giving a big pear-shaped frame to your pear-shaped stone. Jason, go ahead. Are you taking it? Who got it? Thank you so much. Barbara, enjoy that gorgeous golden zircon. What a prize. Enjoy. So this is our pendant. So the golden zircon is spoken for. Our platinum and emerald and lots of baguettes is still here at $19.99 for the moment. Think it looks like that one is verifying. And then what else do we have? Oh, the conch pearl. Got to show you the conch pearl. Really designer, really elegant. One of the most rare stones in the world and organic in nature. Here it is. This is the conch pearl. It's item number 1128076. And we still are going to recap our Mandarin. We'll get that at home. And then looks like just about everything from the show is sold out and done. So a beautiful piece. And here we go. Only going to be this one. The conch pearl is, let's see, 80 points. Now this is another way, it kind of reminds me of our Tanzanite earrings in a way because we did a hexagon shape around that. This feels a bit like a hexagon as well, where it doesn't matter how long, you see the elongated sides, east and west, and then your top points in that kind of V shape. And you do have 80 points in the conch pearl, 71 points in the diamonds, and much bigger diamonds throughout the midpoint. That halo is really created with the larger diamonds. 2 baguettes, the rest in rounds. Look at that. Very, very special. Yes. The Panther again. Sure, Mary, I'll show it to you. We have our Panther with rubies and emeralds coming up and diamonds. But this one is going to be our 71-point diamond weight. Let's blow it out. $29.99 on the conch pearl. And it is exciting and very rare to get a nearly 1 carat stone. Of course, this also has that more hot pinky red color, which is also what takes them up a notch in rarity. So we enjoy seeing that very, very much. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and then we'll show that Panther again. Mary, we've got it, and it already sold, but then they just switched it out. So we've got another look at that for you because everything from the evening should go. Boy, it's so funny. We've seen it, for whatever reason, our conch pearls seem like they have very dainty diamonds usually. This one, I love that we framed it with much nicer, larger diamonds instead, which I think is appropriate when you have a stone that rare. So $29.99 on the conch pearl. I'll get you another close-up look. Then we'll bring the Panther back out to play. And he's quite something because he's got a little bit of everything with the big three. You know, no sapphires, but it does have the ruby eyes, the emeralds in those square cuts that are all wrapping through that channel, and then diamonds top and also diamonds over here in that bit of a horse bit design. So it's item number 1125064, and then we will recap that Mandarin garnet in the signature mounting because that's got to go before we do. We are 14 minutes away from signing off tonight. It means we start to think about our Club TVON Friday night celebration together from 5 to 8. That all happens live. So keep that in mind. That's when we're next with you. But this is the way to go on the Panther piece. The bright rubies in the diamond cut rounds for the eyes, the emeralds on the other side, which wrap through that collar design, and then you've got your diamonds here, pave and pave. And that is 18 karat gold. So another big distinction to make that really upgrades your Panther piece, and it's only $14.99 for the Panther with rubies and emeralds and diamonds, oh my. And that is for one collar only, $14.99. I'm gonna try it on for you here as well so you can see all the details and most importantly, the size. I'm always amazed. You know, there's a certain look that, you know, I have a certain expectation when I see the piece on what it's gonna feel like. And I always like to point out when it surprises me and catches me off guard a little bit because that is telling. And I think because you're watching at home and the one thing you can't do is pick it up and try it on and feel it for yourself. So I always try to point out when those surprises hit where it feels a lot heavier than what I even anticipated it to be. And this is one of them. And that's in big part to the 18 karat gold, which is a higher density. But you can see there's always something to look at. From this angle, you see the emeralds. Then you see the fierce facial features here, and then the diamonds on the other side, and that designer horse bit that all the big designers love to use, whether it's hardware in shoes or bags, or yes, in jewelry as well. And that's $14.99 for our Panther piece, and we'll size it to any size. And I think always with these directional Panther pieces, I always think it might be wise to think about wearing it on the outside fingers, which really are the pinky and the index, because with that direction and with all the, you know, when you think about the outer fingers of the hand, that's where you expose more of your ring to be seen from all angles, where it's not like landlocked, right? Like there's a difference. It's almost like on an island where you get to really see more of all these different perspectives of your ring. So that is one I really admire, and it's a beautiful look. We have a great big imperial topaz. I do have a special look at an emerald ring that actually would look beautiful with the pendant we have. The pendant, by the way, is still here. If you want to pick up the Colombian emerald and the pendant with all the baguettes, we've got about 10 minutes left. I want to recap our Mandarin because that should not be here. And you know, it's always weird getting back on that, you know, auction roll. So here's what I'll do. I'll skip the auction. It's the end of the show, end of the night here, and we've got our last call. So here's what I'd like to do on the Mandarin garnet. It's item number 1128179. It's the 220 oval. It's that super clean, bright as can be, private collection Mandarin, and a 128 diamond mounting. The signature mounting it is. And here's what we'll do. $3,500 it will not be. It's $34.99. End of the show is here. Let's sell it. Let's move it on out. There's your inside fully finished under gallery as well. It can be done in white gold or rose gold instead if you want to take it a little less tonal. Again, when it's on the hand, you don't really see the gold. And I'll show that now. We'll prove it here. Right in front of your eyes. Nothing but diamonds and Mandarin to take a look at. That's what it's all about. So $34.99 gets it to you. Let's give away some jewelry here at the end of the show, into the night. We do see you tomorrow, so if you want to come kick off the weekend with us, kind of get home, put the feet up, relax on a Friday afternoon or evening with us. We'd love to have your company at 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to have quite the show. And if you liked all the brand new you saw tonight, there's even more of it coming tomorrow. And there's even more of it coming over the weekend. So there is a lot of brand new you will be seeing over the next many days that is not only brand new and designer and fabulous, but also really, really affordable. And that's the beauty of it. Both of my Brazilian tourmalines in quartz are still here. And then I have to recap these Tanzanite earrings. The Tanzanite earrings from earlier, not the studs. The studs I think have sold. The drops. We had emerald cut drop earrings. Got to show these again to you. Something you don't expect to see every day, especially in this more kind of casual look and design. Here's what they look like. If you missed them, they were very early on tonight. Just want to show those to you again. They are a little bit kind of tipping forward, but look at that. So you can see how they've got this beautiful ribbon design right up top. These are emerald cuts. There's 841 in total carat weight here. So plenty of Tanzanite color, plenty of Tanzanite size, over 4 carats in each stone, plus this great ribbon design, which you can see there is a left and right design. So I have them kind of pointing in. You can have them do whatever you'd like, kind of do them like this or opposite ways, but it's our diamond weight at 7 points here. So it doesn't look like we have a diamond weight up there. It's not meant to be a lot of diamond weight. And again, the big deal here is that it's a drop that's still wearable. Still maybe even daily, daytime, even a more casual way to wear your Tanzanites, where it's, you know, I think that as they get bigger, these are already big stones, but as they get bigger and if we add a lot of diamond weight, they become inherently more dressy. So I love the way we've done these and giving them away for just, yeah, there was a $79.99 stop right there, can't go lower price. We're doing better than that here tonight. It's only $3,999 instead for our 1 pair only Tanzanite drops in the emerald cuts. To think you're getting 4 carats plus in each stone, 4 carats. You could pay all day $39.99 for one of those stones loose. Instead, they're finished in beautiful gold. They've got the diamond sitting right up top, and you're getting 2 of them. You're getting not 1 4 carat, you're getting 2, and they're over 4 carats. They're about $4.20 each. So that's the way you get a great pair of earrings there in a drop style, in really elite, high-end, emerald cut stones. There's always something special about an emerald cut, and that's what we love there. $39.99. I'll take them back up close for you as well. Those have got to get a home. They're very, very special. They're very high-end. They're very designer. And they have that little ribbon design, not too much, not over the top, just really elegant. You'll wear them a lot. And that is a beautiful thing. Never buy jewelry that you don't wear. If you have jewelry you don't wear, pass it down. Pass it to the future generations. Give it to someone who will. Resell it. I mean, whatever you want to do, because jewelry is meant to be worn. It really is. It's meant to be worn. It's meant to be loved. It's meant to make you look fabulous every single day. And that's what you get right there with those Tanzanites. Look at that. So $39.99 for over 8 carats, really close to 8.5 carats. And then I've got a little surprise here on the tourmaline. This is a pink tourmaline, actually. Kind of a pinky, almost ruby-like. Got a little purple to it as well. Wide band, kind of a buckle style with this directional arrow over it. On the wider band, it's going to be at number 1124934. And if you have anything we can, you know, put aside for you tomorrow, or anything you're just really hoping to see, let me go to work for you and find what you need. And then again, if you're just saying, well, I don't know what to expect, there's so much brand new. Sure enough, just join us tomorrow night and also Saturday and Sunday mornings for a lot of brand new. But here's our carat 19 in the pink tourmaline trillion with the diamonds up and over the band, kind of wrapping over the side. One side, you've got that extra row in diamonds. Let's blow it out. It's in a lot of 18 karat white gold, and we've got about 6 minutes left in the show, so not a lot of time. And if there's anything from tonight you're thinking about, you best grab it. You always have your money back guarantee now to take advantage, get it home, at least try it on, wear it, see what it's all about, and then decide if you want to keep it or not. So here we go with our 119. Let me try it on. Starts with a band, gives you the overlay of diamonds, very beautiful and directional, and again, starts with a band, gives you that real pink purple mix. I mean, we're calling it pink. It's got a nice purpley plum element to it. It is going to be a lot better than $49.99. And here's another way. If you want that diamond row up top, that's what it looks like going that direction, and we'll make it really affordable right now. Hope you're ready. An amazing value. Let's make it easy. That one's going to go out for only $1,999. We've only got a few pieces left tonight to offer to you. So this is the time. And I'm hoping to have about 4 times the items tomorrow as well. So definitely join me tomorrow. We're going to see a lot of jewelry. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to see a lot of brand new, like pieces you've never seen before. I'm talking about stones you may not have seen before, designs you haven't seen before, a lot of exciting pieces. So make sure you join me. And one more thing, I did have this fire opal. It was another auction gone nowhere. I would say auction gone bad, but not really. It was just an auction that didn't go anywhere. So I have the fire opal pendant. If you'd like it, or if you did not see it, that's probably more likely here. It's the fire opal pair with the pink and the white diamonds. And we're probably going to end on this unless you have any other requests, or maybe you want to get the Tanzanite pendant, do that. Here's 112-7762. It is the fire opal with a first halo of pinks, outer halo in white diamonds, and it was an auction that I'm going to skip right now. We're at the end of the show, so we've got to move, and I'm under cost on it anyways. If we got the open, let's go even further. Still have the Mandarin garnet, still have the Tanzanite pendant. These are all pieces that are highlights of the show that need to go here tonight. It's our last 4 minutes. I see you tomorrow at 5. Don't forget, it's 5 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock Central time, and 8 p.m. Eastern is when we all gather for our big Friday night party. We call it Club TVON. So we celebrate the weekend in style with great jewelry. We hope you can join us. I've got lots of new. It's going to be a couple hundred items tomorrow, I hear, so lots and lots of excitement. So I hope you'll tune in and hang out with me on a Friday night. I would love your company. It's a lot more fun to do it with you guys than without. You know, it's kind of sad to be up here by myself. So take a look at this. This is our fire opal, and it's going to be down to $1,499. End of the show price here. Exquisite value. Let us know if there's anything else we can find or show you. Anything you're thinking about, remember, best to pick it up, get it home, see what it's all about, then decide you've got your money back guarantee. So here's our 1.25 in length, a $7,000 piece. And look at it from a couple of perspectives here. Big bale, diamonds by the yard. Sure, put your diamonds by the yard right through that bale. It could be your pink diamonds by the yard, your white diamonds by the yard, whatever you want to do. Here it is from a distance away. It's going to be an 1.25 as you see right there. We'll take it on over to the neckline, show you how beautiful and vibrant that stone is. Did it just get more vibrant? Yeah, I think so. That's what neon stones do. They don't need a lot of light to glow. So in lesser light, they tend to glow even more. That's the case here. That's the situation you're seeing. $14.99 pink and white diamonds as well. I mean, who else in the world does that? Who takes a fire opal out of Mexico and gives you pink and white diamonds with it? And not just the yellowy, dingy kind either. The bright red, the orangey reds we love. The pink diamonds are so high end, and we would never expect that, but we really decided to really amp it up, bring it to that next level, give you that great value of $1,499, and it's last call on anything. Let me recap what I have, because there aren't many pieces remaining to go around. We still have also that, I don't know about the emerald pendant. I'm very surprised that the emerald pendant has made it this far for $19.99. Oh, here's the Blue Star Sapphire. Also from earlier in the show, we had the Blue Star Sapphire. I bet to put that up front. That's the, I think it was a 2 carat. Let me go get my information here. I'm just zooming back the camera for you. That's our Blue Star. It was a 2 carat exactly in platinum. That's our 2 carat Blue Star Sapphire. It's got a carat in diamonds exactly. So it's the 2 for 1, meaning you get the 2 carat Blue Star Sapphire, the diamond weight at 1 carat. It's got rounds and baguettes, and that one's only $14.99. So is the pendant. Everything's $14.99 until we add the Mandarin. Call me here. We got 2 minutes left. Here's the Mandarin for $34.99. Also have the conch pearl still here at $29.99 for our beautiful 80-pointer. Here's the conch pearl. See, it's got more of a pinky red color. And then what else? That it? I think that's it, guys. Oh, and the band that I just had. Plus, I'm going to recap the beautiful emerald pendant, because that should not still be here. Colombian emerald, musomine material, pear-shaped stone, looks double what it weighs. There's the 72-point emerald. Look at that. That emerald with all those baguettes, that's down to $1,999. We need a little love for that one. A lot of love for that beautiful emerald pear shape. So $19.99, $34.99 for the Mandarin, only $29.99 for the conch pearl, and then $1,500, well, really $14.99 for either the fire opal or the Blue Star Sapphire. Thanks again for joining me tonight. It's Thursday. If you have any questions, we're still here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. We can help you via the phone lines. So feel free to give us a call at that phone number you see down below on your screen. We'll help you out. And thank you again for being with us. And we'll still be able to get those pieces. Remember, everything you're seeing here is one of a kind. So when they're gone, and there's not going to be another opportunity to get it going forward. So it's best to make it yours right now while we still have it, because after the show goes off the air, a lot of these pieces do find their happy homes, and obviously these values are not to be missed. So $14.99 for the Blue Star Sapphire, the conch pearl's $29.99, this fire opal is $14.99, and the Mandarin garnet is only $34.99. And call me on anything at all. We'll help you out. Maybe that last pair of earrings, check on the Tanzanite studs, see if those are still available. And in the meantime, we thank you again from all of us here at TVON. We appreciate you watching and shopping tonight so much. Be sure and join me tomorrow night. Again, it's the same time as tonight, 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock Pacific time. I will see you then, and I'm looking forward to it. But for now, from all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow at 5.